collecting themselves, doing some works, gathering money, and getting some supplies. The Gildergab had signed them up for the escort to be able to test out the new vehicles between the motorized bicycle as well as the dwarf quad wagon and the monowheel. With these heavier vehicles escorting the larger, what seems to be almost tank-like engine meant for vault braking, was going to be escorted. It was at this point, as you had taken some time to investigate the said vehicles, as well as assess basically what you would have to bring for the multi-day travel, going past Iron Vault all the way down to the Ashen Silt, that you would have to make sure that you had plenty of supplies, as well as making sure that you were writing down if there was any haphazard issues that had arisen and damaged the vehicles, or other, maybe some repairs that would have to be done. Sentiment to this. After a couple of days' travel getting away from Stiltine, there was one night that you had spent. There was one person driving on a motorcycle that had seemed to have various flames extending from it. It was at this point that the party had taken caution, keeping watch of where they went before they had separated from this estranged figure. But after they had gained some distance, seemed to have relaxed, as there wasn't any real notable danger that had seemed to have pursued them. Goddamn. After this situation, you had camped out, and in the midst of the night, were immediately assailed by what seemed to be scorpion cultists, as far as you could tell from their description. Many of them descending upon you. They had ridden their bikes close enough to where they could rush you after. Well, some people were keeping watch, others that were alerted, but many of them were trying to rush by Socket so they could try and get some of the larger vehicles, particularly the Dwarven quad wagon. Not sure entirely why until after the mass combat had happened, but it was a mix between this combat that had left a good amount of chaos. The heavy carrier tank that was being assaulted in another fashion. Much noise was going on, a large amount of flames was gouting out, in which, after trying to deal with the cultists, another rider had ridden out, one covered in flames, wielding a lance of fire. It was at this point that he ridden forth, lanced Azure through the back, and dragged her another 20 feet before fully dropping her to the floor for a moment, with the lance still through her. It was at that point that the party had descended with rage and anger in their hearts on this rider, refusing to let him move, and the rest of the cultists trying to still steal said vehicles. Thankfully, Annette had managed to keep the scratchy fucking bitch from pushing her out of the cart, and even managed to capture her alive. Now, considering that, you know, these are like Mercedes-Benz, as you have the best quality ones. But yeah, it was 2 HP away from insta-death on that. With that, it was a quick decimation of the rider as the lights went out on his body, as well as capturing his estranged vehicle. Being able to assess the strange handle that he was carrying, the lava lasher, and trying to figure out the handle before finally it kind of spurring to life a little bit after attuning to it. Even the motorcycle that the rider had seemed to have listened to him in almost estranged magical ways. It was at that point that I believe Wembley had attuned to the motorcycle, as others had taken the lava lasher.
I am the Ghost Rider.
Yes. As well as, if I recall, those who were bitten and failed was...
Me!
Yes, Sven and...
Maybe Solens? No.
think it was
There
just
was
you.
one other.
There was one other.
There was definitely one other.
I think it was a silly guy.
He was hiding their butt.
Who was hiding the bite?
I didn't get bit, I swear.
I was bitten, but I made the save.
That's right.
I was not
failed to
bitten.
save.
I just got bitten by a lance.
It's true. It's true. But
Look. What this...
there you go.
Oh wait, let me stop rolling to GM.
Ghost Rider cancel. Ghost Rider cancel.
With that, you had taken a moment to assess what was going on with the cultists, as well as trying to make sure that they were staying tied up. It was during this brief rest that they had managed to slip their bonds amazingly and tried to beat Annette over the back of the head and try to push her out of the vehicle again. The point where everyone beat her down again and left her cornered and intimidating her, basically pressed up against the back wall of the quad wagon, which at that point she had informed you that Lady Scorpus, near one of the ruins of Zamstil, was intending to gather enough of an army to attack Dimspire to take back their sacred home. Or at least, that's what they were told. They eliminate the Ganassi. Some were concerned by this, and then others were intending to press her further, but after getting this information, she seemed to have had some kind of illusion magic, an enchantment had taken hold on her mind, and brutally massacred her by scrambling her mind and left her gasping, asking what's going on before immediately dying in front of all of you. It was after that you decided to be done with the body and get rid of it in case it was still enchanted or used in other nefarious means, and left it on the roadside, driving off and leaving all the cultists behind. At this point, as you were driving along, we get to the aforementioned ouchie of the time, where Soleus was trying to keep pace with the fast-moving caravan, at which the failed perception had happened, lost control of the monowheel. She was not proficient with the vehicle, so she wasn't able to steady it back out with the 2 dexterity checks to try and stabilize it, and went flying as the monowheel not only crashed but also sent her sundering into the side of the rock face that was nearby and knocking her out entirely, barely breathing at that point, but still alive, thankfully, and the monowheel half ruined but not entirely destroyed, still functioning. We slide on over. Back to the road. Aren't you excited for tank life?
No.
Alright, we see the thing. And
Make
we'll
us
rest.
dominate person on the tank drive when the gun turns towards it.
So,
They loaded up those cars, right? They took that, put it in the hold.
well, why would we take those?
Aren't they valuable parts
Eh,
for fixing our broken tank?
I got a couple of parts inside to fix them up, but none of those would be big enough.
Oh, alright, never mind.
This beast, no. We know a few spots, so towards Iron Vault, we'd be able to get a few extra replacements. As we back up the tank, turn it 180.
Does it have a backup beeper?
Not a backup beeper, but it sounds like a foghorn, just constantly.
How obnoxious.
Right? It's the only way to live. Alrighty. So, Silius is still currently knocked out for the time. Just got your ghost bike, the model wheel is there, the motor bicycle is there. How would you like to continue to proceed, or are you going to wait to try and wake Silius up or heal her?
I should get a nap in the car.
It was somebody needs to
Works
drive
for
the other
me.
vehicles. I didn't get the train to drive any of them, so I'm not gonna try. Because that crash would have basically killed me.
Yeah, that was a brutal, I think, crash there.
After seeing how that went, I'm averse to giving it a shot myself.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't even get a chance to train on them. You guys were hogging them. I don't really want to drive them under this condition.
Do one of you want the wagon then?
Yeah.
I turn around, put my arm on the passenger side seat, and look back at the kids in the back seat.
You look at the kids in the back, you look back further, you see Ven getting on the model wheel and just hear.
It's okay, he's had training.
Yes, I definitely sat on the back of the motorbike while Annette drove. That's training enough, right?
You saw it operated.
I will make sure that Silius is in the vehicle as well, not just lay. She appears to be laying in the dirt. I assume she's in the car.
No, she's definitely in the car.
She's staying. Okay, good.
There's no worries there. That...
Drive over Silius.
Yeah, I gun it, and we just hear a bunch of crunches.
Oh my god. Be like that unfortunate Halloween happenstance.
All right. Now we'll call up and ask him to put the motor bicycle in the tank.
Alright, we'll do that since it's your vehicle.
Hell yeah.
Yes, that one goes to storage for the time. The
Yeah,
mobile shop.
We don't need this many exposed vehicles.
What time of day is it now?
For the wipeout and all that, I would say it's probably around 4:30.
Okay.
So it was getting towards the afternoon, but that's when the road started getting bumpy.
And when we long rest tonight, that's when we get our level up.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
So level 4.
Level
He just
4,
leveled
let's
up.
go.
No, that's what I mean. Like in mechanics, after this next long rest is when
Pretty much.
we'll describe the changes. Cool. I fucking gun it after assuring that there are no cats in the road.
You actually make it your objective to never long rest, so that way you stay level like 2 forever.
And then when you finally sleep, you just jack up to level 18. It's like, oh god.
It's like Skyrim leveling.
You need to be able to cast Greater Restoration on you to remove your exhaustion. You'd only last a couple of days.
No, he's a robot. He doesn't get exhaustion from that.
I'm not a robot.
Mechanically, yes, but game-wise, no.
I'm pretty sure that mechanically he still has to long rest to not get exhaustion, even if he can still be remotely active while doing it. Like,
Oh, he doesn't.
You have to perform
Warforged
Windows
don't need
updates every so often.
Warforged
They
don't
do
need
they do need periods of inactivity.
No,
No, not in my brain.
they fucking don't.
Alright.
Brrr.
Alrighty. As you go whipping around, it is a short travel before you would have to start setting up for camp. Silius, you didn't eventually. Well, actually, roll me a 1d4, Silius. See when you wake up naturally.
Let me do that. Sorry. Had to feed my cat so she would shut up.
it sounded like you were going over a bunch of bumps and you were trying to talk.
I was running up the hallway.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
3 hours from now, Silius will wake up finally. Some of you see a little bit of blood and you're like, I feel like she might be dead.
Well,
I mean, we stabilized her. We know she's alive.
I know.
I feel like that, you know, we probably check for her pulse, but okay, she's not dead.
Yeah, let's see.
Maybe coma.
Nah, she's all right.
Should I get the shovel?
But she's not dead.
No, I think he's going to put her out of her misery.
With the shoulder.
I think she just twists that way. I think it's a cat thing.
There.
What do you need? What do you need it for, Socket?
Pulled it out of its misery.
You'd like to know.
Alright, well now you're not getting one.
Playfully ram into then
Oh, oh god.
Playfully fucking bump the mono wheel. Fuck.
Playfully rolls
Wobble.
up beside you and hits you with a baseball bat.
He's so funny.
What have I created? Oh my god.
Playfully uses the shove action to throw you out of your vehicle and you die.
Jesus fucking Christ, it's Road Rash all over again. Great game. So.
No.
Well, fine, don't so. Undo.
Okay.
Unmend your butt crack.
Oh, thank you.
Right. Fixing things one slice at a time. As you do reach the closer afternoon, 8 o'clock, as things are starting to get dark and you have your encampments getting set up, that's when you kind of wake up, Slayus, and you see that the engines have kind of fallen silent. You're probably aching all over from being slammed into the rocks, fucking full headway and speed. But you are alive, even if not, entirely healthy, but still just really in pain as you're at 1 HP currently.
The sleeper wakes.
Sleeper. Let them sleep.
All I remember is hitting the ground. Where am I?
A couple of hours after you hit the ground.
It has been 17 years, Soleus. We have missed you dearly.
It looks like I haven't aged today, so I call that a win in my books. But I will continue to rest while you do as you do. Until we're ready to move off again.
Ooby dooby doo.
Where are you? Alrighty. You do hear quite a bit of cacophony coming from the vehicle itself.
Yeah.
But thankfully for that, you easily assume that many of the sounds coming from the tank is just heavy repairs being done.
Are we pulled over at this point, or are we like looking for a place to camp slowly?
You would have found a spot to have camped out, and they're basically setting up for that.
Okay. Hop out of the wagon, move it over, park it by the side.
Push the scent to... Oh, just a touch.
Yeah, considering what happened last night, I think I'm gonna sleep in the wagon. Just personally.
Worried that something might happen to
Them
it.
to the side of the road too, no?
Is there room? How many of our vehicles is there room for in the tank that we could theoretically put just for night, not for like actual use?
Basically,
Hopefully aren't feelable.
The monowheel and the bike is effectively it, because after that, there's just too many people inside.
I would suggest that we put those two in to the party then. Or
Yeah,
to, I
the
guess,
ghost
Ben and
bike.
Wembley.
Ghost bike doesn't have any issues. You can just call it back, right?
Mm-hmm. So long as it's attuned to Sir Wembley.
Yeah, the
Sneak
actual
up and
bike is
attune
already
to the
in there.
bike.
So I guess just the monowheel. And we should probably park the quad wagon like over here.
Yeah, well,
Then I
Yeah, I don't know,
will.
like park it facing the tank or something, so it's harder to steal.
Mm.
yeah, especially after seeing people trying to snatch it up and flee with it before.
But I guess if some of us are going to be sleeping in it anyways, I suppose that kind of also prevents theft.
I will. I will put on the anti theft locks and the parking brake.
You put in like one of those, I don't know what they're called, the thing you expand across the steering wheel to make it so it doesn't turn.
On the
Lock
bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Parking lock.
No, parking lot, yeah.
Put on one of those boots on the wheel, clamp over.
Oh
over
yeah,
the windshield.
I used to be a cop. Do I have any boots that I can put on our car?
Boots for horses. That you,
Surely there's not enough of these cars that you'd have to like boot them.
No, unfortunately, the said
They
boots.
haven't invented no parking zones yet.
Yeah,
This
they're
is
working on it.
fucking bullying. I can't believe this.
Medieval cops putting boots on wagons.
Bullying my wagon, bro. Why
It's
you
just a
putting boot-
gigantic ball and chain that you
No,
attach to the back.
they put the boot on the horse.
No,
God.
Honestly, the medieval version of that is they just break your wagon wheel spokes. And what the fuck are you gonna do?
Or they just remove a wagon wheel.
Handcuff your horse.
Unspokes your wagon wheel.
I will
awakens
take.
your horse and tells it it's breaking the law.
Oh no.
As we're settling in for the night, I will take out the lava shifter and my maul and put them next to each other.
Nice, nice. Alright, so who is going to be on watch?
Not me.
Alrighty.
I'll take a watch if you wake me up.
I can do a watch.
I'm not gonna answer that question.
I'm not doing it. I don't blame you. You suffered horrible concussion and internal bleeding this entire time.
Bill needs to sleep.
Saleus, come over here. Don't be in the middle of the road.
Stop dying. Help me.
Yeah, I suppose I'll also take one if you need one, but you know, just wait
Yeah.
for
There, no zombies sneaking up on me.
Should I roll all 4 of mine at once, or?
Yes.
Oh, I'm whispering. That's a
14 to 20.
and then a 4.
I
and a
messed that
12.
up.
Yuck. Ooh, that's fun.
Oh, I see. I fat fingered a 1.
210.
That's
Good
an impression.
Lord.
182 is probably the highest perception check I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Stop looking at my notes.
Yeah, I've got
Yeah.
fucking gloves on.
60 is pretty mid.
Because my hands are frozen.
are the gloves giving you?
Is
a
it
boost
really
to
that cold
perception?
there right now?
It is cold and raining. I live on the coast, remember?
It's pretty
There's
cold.
no heat here.
I live on the coast as well.
I'm wearing a jacket and I got a blanket on.
Sydney.
There we go.
Yeah, but Rosie can like see the ocean. Like giga close.
It's fucking warmer in Sydney than it is here. What the fuck?
Yeah, in Sydney. I'm not in fucking Sydney, mate.
That's true. That's not anymore. You have one. Anyway, before I distract myself a little. Let's see here. So, and Annette, you were taking which shift again? Apologies.
Eddie. I just rolled first, so I assume first.
Okay, so first shift. Ding. No, no.
Man, I hate when the commoner rolls a d4.
Right? Fucked up.
Strange thing to do.
It's rolling its hit die.
That's also.
I would love the idea that somewhere in the world there's a commoner leveling up to take on the party.
Yeah, but he only gets levels in commoner. He has no features.
He gets 1/4 the income of the entire party back. They're also illiterate.
Alrighty. So, especially on the first shift, Annette, you are
Killed.
unassaulted. It's quiet. Woo! Her shift is very peaceful.
I like being unassaulted.
What's that?
It is my turn to go to Swab.
Yeah, enjoy your step.
Who do you wake
I
up?
the will.
Do you wake up anyone?
You just go to bed.
I'm such a bomb. I'm not. I'm gonna slap Wembley. He can do the next watch. I don't even know if he volunteered, and I don't care.
I said to everyone, I'll do a watch if you wake me up for it.
Oh. Wembley. Wembley. Wembley.
Mm.
Wembley, I'm like poking your chest. Wembley.
Yeah, I'm up.
It's your turn.
Oh, sure. Alright. Rub my bleary eyes, and I proceed.
Larry?
Alrighty.
When is?
So, as Socket and Wembley are keeping a ever vigilant watch, able to take in kind of even the strangest kick up of dust, or even a few small fire twisters that you see in the distance, lighting up the horizon in a few sections of the world. There's something that does catch your eyes for a brief moment, as you do see the shimmer of the fire spouts and all. Something flying in your direction. It's not
Flying.
huge. Something probably the size of you, Wembley, maybe a little bigger.
Does Wembley perceive it as concerning enough to wake everyone up?
Roll me a I would say nature. It could be, if it's a wyvern.
I'll consult the other one on watch. So good.
I'm also on watch.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, Celia got a 24.
Yeah. Oh shit. If Celia would like to... Oh yeah, that's right. If you would like to roll your nature as well, Celia.
Sure.
I don't see anything.
But there shouldn't have been a guidance tick there. I don't know why all of those got turned on.
Alright.
Socket, do you see that
Where?
over there? What do you think that is?
That's just kind of a brownish rock.
It's moving.
Pioneers used to ride those babies for miles.
So,
Sure.
as it does finally get closer, and you do see kind of a shimmer of color on it, but you're pretty sure it's the flames playing tricks with the colors in the distance. I swear it's red, though. And then you
Red shape this one.
hear the beating of the wings as it does get closer and closer, Wembley.
Ooh.
I will turn and bang on the hood of the car.
Is it like
Or
coming
the
straight
back,
at
I
us or
guess.
passing?
It seems to have finally taken note of you and is coming straight to you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
Bang.
wake everyone up, Willie.
Bang, bang, bang.
Wait, get
Everyone up.
Something's coming.
I pick
Something
up
flying.
my lava handle and I will turn it into a battle axe.
All right.
Stand upright.
Between just kind of riding in the car for 4 hours and the rest we've gotten now, would we have been able to get effectively a long rest?
Not yet. This is what this is. As you do make ready, you do see this thing fully laying down in front of you.
Oh, it's little.
As you see the
Give me a dragon.
wings full spread, a red dragon, wormwing,
Ah,
trying to look at you and menace you, kind of like full peacocking for the moment, like trying to show off like its power.
Can I attempt to intimidate it back?
I mean, if you want to, he tries to
I'm just
menace
gonna
you.
look at it and roar. Yeah. Can I make a strength intimidation check?
I would allow it.
Okay, I have proficiency in that now, so I'll roll athletics. So that's a 25 to yell really loudly at this thing.
You do see it flinch for a moment as it tries to steady itself. Like, you're in the area of Shardranos. What are your intentions of my road?
Travel.
There's taxes for my use of my road then.
Come and take them.
Oh wow, a real dragon.
You see him like trying to size you up and then size up the cart and everything else. You pass him over.
I'm sure it's not blind, so it's probably gonna notice Ven like circling around with eyes like I want to kill this thing. Like this is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I want to fight it.
I'm gonna take another step towards it. Heavily.
You do see it actually shrink back a little, especially with the arrows. Roll me another intimidation with advantage. Oh my god. I'll remember this. I'll find you. As he like backs up and starts to take flight again.
As they're saying this, I
Forward
like
to it.
kind of crawl out for a second. It's, whoever's talking out there, shut the fuck up!
It's a dragon.
I don't give a shit.
Why don't you?
Because I want to sleep.
it seems to be flying off. You go back to sleep.
Good. Fuck off, you coward. I'm tired.
Go to bed, Annette. We handled it.
I was just, and then Annette and I. Oh, the music is so good.
Oh, that was a dragon?
Yeah, it was a dragon.
I didn't know they could get so little.
Everything starts out little.
It's a wee baby.
Wembley's a wee baby.
Wembley.
Can you believe I used to be littler?
Hmm. Probably.
Hmm.
I don't think it made this road.
At its size, the road would have taken a very long time.
Good spot, Wembley.
Hmm. I think he was just trying to make some easy going.
I'll look around and I'll nod while looking at some of the people as you say easy coin.
Yeah, especially with the larger vehicle behind you guys. They have...
I guess it
Obviously,
doesn't understand the idea of tank.
yeah.
I don't think it said its name.
It did.
Yeah.
It said, "This is the territory of little dragon guy."
Shut your eyes. Put it out and type in the chat.
It must have cut out
Bless
when
you.
you said it for me, because I did not hear that.
Oh, could I have made an insight check to see? Was he bullshitting?
I mean, go ahead if you want, and I'll let it be retro.
That's a 12.
I mean, clearly he was just honestly trying to make easy coin. He's very new at this.
Yeah, seems like a bit of a novice. Alright, he'll get there one day.
If this was XP, that dragon would not have gotten away.
It's amazing how it changes the playstyle so quickly, huh?
He survives because of a milestone.
Hey,
This is like
XP
this-
is
it's
not
like-
for kills. XP is for resolving encounter.
Was
That
it
resolved.
technically weird that a dragon that young was able to talk that well?
For
Yeah, that's
that's pretty normal.
uncommon.
Okay.
It would be normal for Draconic. It is. I must correct myself. So for him to speak English that clearly is unusual.
English.
English, yeah. Common.
Yeah,
Torsilna.
confirmed. England. Confirmed.
England!
England.
Confirmed England exists.
Yeah, this is
Campaign
England,
4
just
is in
burnt to
England?
shit.
Like, I love in One Piece when they talk about Russian nesting dolls, and I'm like, you guys have Russia?
Yeah, clearly.
If you call them anything else, nobody will know what it is.
Unfortunately true. But yes, for a young dragon wormling like that to be able to speak common so clearly, very odd.
Yeah, he was quite a good speaker for his age, especially in common.
Someone must be raising them right, but not quite right enough.
Well, he didn't start with violence, so he's pretty smart.
Right. Then the rest of the night goes undisturbed. Hear a couple of noises coming from inside the tank, Acilier, as you're nearby. You briefly hear what sounds like metal opening up. As you would see a woman sitting on top of the tank having a smoke outside, just enjoying the nice desert winds.
Smoke it.
Smoke it.
So yeah, look out, she's gonna get you from the fucking top rope.
Is that an Eldar?
You got fucking
Could be.
knees for days.
Yeah.
The knee armors.
Imagine she
Terrifying.
fucking kneels down too quick and just pulverizes her forehead with her kneecap. Nice night work.
Clearly, that knee is like it's meant to be like a writing surface. Like you can kneel down, you can write on the backside of one of the
The
knees.
fucking sniper's knee.
It's just steady your rifle.
Just steady her witty retort.
Steady as she goes. That. It's as this, we'll go through the rest of the night unless something else happens or anyone would like to say anything. Then,
I'd like to wake a net for the next watch.
oh my god.
Got him, got him, got him.
No, that's not true.
I did my time and I want out.
Then, go ahead and roll me a con saving throw as the night will pass.
Oh, goodest boy.
Alright.
Jesus Christ.
That's beautiful. Alright. Rolls out to the morning. Nothing else has disturbed or caused any chaos. As the dwarfs will make ready and wait for you to start leading out the charge.
Go, go, gadget, cars.
It's not noticeable until Saki gets in the car, but as he sits in the driver's seat and the doors all close, it starts to get hot in here way quicker than it did yesterday.
Time to sweat some balls off.
The
I roll
socket
down the
is
window.
beginning to emanate waves of heat.
Circuits are overheating.
Don't have circuits.
How do we know? We haven't seen underneath.
I pop them open like a can of soda.
As I move the car out from everybody
Yeah.
else.
It's getting a little warm in here. Is anybody on fire? None of you look like you're on fire.
I had an interesting night.
Did you light yourself on fire?
My inner fire seems to have reacted to that creature. And he kind of like, he doesn't have a face, he has more of the implication of a face, but there is a mouth with teeth. And as he will roll down the window, you realize that his mouth is steaming slightly. Which would imply pretty hot, because it's already hot out here.
You look exceptionally more sinister than you did yesterday.
Did you always have teeth? It's kind of unsettling.
Better to eat you with. An old nursery rhyme. Forgive me.
Well, his jokes haven't gotten any better.
Do you want to, like, go cool yourself off first? I don't know how good it is for the interior of the car for you to be this hot.
If someone else would like to drive.
I don't even know how this thing works.
I'm pretty sure
Then in
you're still
that
our best
case-
candidate.
windows down. We'll see if we can make this thing into a convertible later. And I gun it.
Alrighty. Travel pace.
Can I stand behind Socket and try to understand how driving the car works?
Yes, I'll let you do that. Especially for that, I'll let you do an intelligence, flat intelligence briefly, DC 14, because this one's a little more simple to drive.
Oh, hell yeah.
Alrighty, go ahead and mark 1 day of training for watching the Socket drive and manipulate the car. For those driving vehicles, especially if the pace is fast, I would like all those in the driver's seat responsible to roll me perception checks at disadvantage if you're going all fast.
Alright, time to die.
Do what? Can I roll land vehicles? Or
With that, no.
Oh,
This is
damn.
basically
Right.
trying to make sure you see the object coming before you have to try and swerve to avoid it.
okay. Would
It's
you
like
allow
I'm
danger
not the
sense
only
to
one
negate
dead.
disadvantage?
I would allow it for danger sense because the barbarian reactions. Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why my perception is not great.
So dangers of driving fast.
Are we just
I'm
all
only
gonna
use my
crash
once
now?
per session.
Do you want to?
Come on, Wembley. Come on, Wembley. Get a one. Get a nat one. Oh,
You're
Luke's not even
right.
here.
Now is the time to fucking
Oh
definitely
my God.
use it.
Wimbledon.
I don't have
Confirmed all women drivers.
Oh, I'm trying.
Yeah.
I will use my once per session reroll. Fuck that.
Oh, I thought you were going to use your new bard
Are we doing
thing.
that?
Oh wait, you're
that
right.
a thing
No
in
wait,
this
no,
game?
I can't change it. It just gives me back a bardic inspiration. I haven't used any yet.
Once per session.
Quick, Wembley, I'm within
Come on,
30
Josh.
feet of you, sort of.
I mean, you can use once pers. We have once pers.
Okay.
One spurs.
I'm gonna not crash the whole car.
There we go. Thank fuck.
15.
Great work
Yeah.
not crashing.
Quick, Annette. Don't
Check
kill
this
my
out.
son.
Kill the
Look,
sun.
there goes that nat 20 that I'll never get back.
Kill the sun.
But a 6 is better than a 1.
Why do you have to... Oh, because you're driving. This is
fast, yeah.
Alrighty, and we'll try to resolve Wembley's in a moment. Was anyone driving the monowheel, or is that loaded up for the time?
I think the monowheel's in the car. The tank.
Alright. Monowheel in storage temporarily. So, especially driving up on the road, there comes to a heavier section of the rock face, midday, fairly relaxed as you're trying to pay attention between the ash kicking up and the winds and some of the heat kind of distracting you. It's at this point Annette doesn't take notice as Socket goes to turn off to more of a sturdier section of the road, but realize that there's some divots going up and down like a dirt bike track with a few holes as well. I need Annette to either make there's a DC 13 vehicle proficiency check or a DC 15 just flat deck save if you're not proficient with vehicles.
I'm not proficient with vehicles. Deck save. Let's fucking go, baby. Let's fucking die, baby. Can't roll that well for shit. Let's go, baby.
Does anyone have a once per they want to hand out to Annette before it resolves?
I'm back. We falling off cars again?
Oh, quick, Wembley.
You can have
you-
mine.
You missed the chance to use your nat 1 reroll thingy.
Oh, damn.
There were 2 nat 1s.
Why didn't Jesse do it?
Well, we didn't have your
Jesse's one
permission
just
yet.
gives him his bardic back.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not a reroll.
Oh.
So
Jess, you can have my one spur if you want.
Yeah. If you want to use it, Annette.
Sure, I doubt it's gonna help. I need to roll like a 10, and that's really hard for me.
I believe in you.
9 or above. We got this.
I believe in you.
DC 15.
No.
Ooh.
Alright. Well, it's not a hard wipeout, but also, quickly, Wembley. Perception at disadvantage for not to be sucked into the same situation.
Wait, what's happening to them?
They're hitting potholes and divots like a dirt bike track.
Shai Halud.
Shai-Halud.
As it is written.
Bye.
Alright, what do you need from me now?
Alright.
Socket's like, oh look, a turn, and turns, and we both crash into the fucking side of the wagon.
If you have vehicle proficiency, it will be a DC 13. If not, you need to make a dex save. DC 15 to not wipe out.
Can I tell my bike to do it?
Bike, don't wipe out.
Like,
Roger, wiping out.
I'll give you advantage because the ghost bike does have some semblance.
Juke.
Yes. It's valid.
Oh, it's not enough, is it?
By
not
one.
enough.
Feels
By
bad.
one. Use your once
All right.
per.
You do have one per if you would like to use it.
Nah, I'll cop it.
Alrighty.
Ghost bike crash.
Ghost bike kill.
Uh-oh.
Alrighty. It's a minor wipeout, as you guys did not fail significantly. So it's only a 2d10. Oh!
Only a 2d10, he says.
That would have nearly knocked me unconscious.
The motor bicycle is alive by 1.
Yeah, the
my
motorbike
God.
has 1 point of health left, and I have like 4 hit points left.
Christ, I immediately pull over.
So, I'm gonna adjust some things real quick. As you are thrown, Socket would probably be a little bit further down. Tank will roll to a stop as you guys are fully thrown. The bicycle is still alive. Ghost bike as well as motor bicycle is prone. Wembley is thrown as well. Fucking.
How the dragon comes back.
I would like to make an offer.
I'll get you now that you're vulnerable.
I was watching, waiting, commiserating.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, Luke.
They're just following Socket's lead, and it's like, oh, pothole.
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 Oh, he doesn't even swerve. He just goes over it, and we fucking go into it.
Yeah, the
Oh,
dwarf,
yeah.
I decided the dwarf wagon can just handle it.
And you
Steady
see the
hand.
wagon bomb, you're like, wait a second, what does that mean? Wait.
Hold on.
Bump, crash, spin. Why is the
I
sky
have a
up?
big fucking splinter in my hand. I just realized. Be right back a quick second.
What the
I'll be
fuck?
just a moment.
You have more than a splinter in your hand after that crash.
Yeah, for real. This is why you wear your leathers, y'all, or be made of stone.
It's true.
Yeah, of course. Next time I should just be born as a thing of stone.
I recommend it.
That's.
Just be born a being of stone.
I'm back.
You know,
Rock and
Naz
stone.
saying the sun might be sentient.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm here for it.
If the sun is sentient, damn, that's funny.
I seduce the sun as a full round action.
I feel bad for it for all the times I had to stare at people sunning their asshole.
Excuse me.
Why are you absorbing my energy like this? This is not the way.
Sun is a suppository.
No!
I cast
Mind
rectal
breach.
sun.
No! Alrighty, for the ones.
Vehicle to vehicle combat's going to be so much fun at later levels.
D4.
Oh, that's the 2. That's the
Where'd the
dragon.
cast disintegrate on somebody's fucking car and kill it in one hit?
Oh
Hell
no.
yeah.
High level illusion wizard feature where I can just make a
No, you-
giant block in the middle of the road that's solid.
Funny if
F
you
you,
cast a
crash.
levitate. Well, it's gonna be the same thing, except you just have like fucking mold earth, and you mold earth a 5-foot pothole that they fly through. Oh.
Alrighty then. As from what caused these potholes and many fucking bullshitteries, you see these come emerging out of the dirt.
Oh no!
Those on kegs?
Oh,
yeah.
righty.
Fucking on kegs, baby!
It's initiative time.
Fuck.
Are we motorcycle boys prone?
Yes.
Oh yeah, we are.
Am I
Uber.
still dead?
No, we got a long rest. You should be at full health,
No,
ma'am.
it's the next day. You got everything.
Okay. Cool.
My apologies. You are the healed. You are blessed. Just achy.
Oh, we're healed. You hear that then?
Not you.
I'm healed.
Alright.
How are you looking, Ven?
Solid 17 out of
Oh, wait, I gotta roll.
36.
On the page.
17 out of 36.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
What do you got, like 2 out of
There we
20 or
go.
something?
4 out of 20.
Bruh.
10. Fuck.
And all I have to do is press one button, and I'm at an effective, like 40.
Yeah.
And you go second.
Alright.
So
It's fine. You get first. You can heal me in it.
It's the glory
Yeah,
of
I'm-
traveling this far and this fast. Is that when you eat ass, there might be creatures there to go fast?
Can the ghost bike get up from prone by itself?
Yes. But it would have to
Legs
take the
swim around out of it.
Ghost
The
bike,
bonus
do
action
my
command it.
taxes.
You know what? This feels about right. There. Annette,
Yes.
the bugs, they've come out to munch for you.
Oh, fuck. Alright. Oh no. Okay. Ven, I need you to look after me for a minute.
Why'd you crash?
Well, it wasn't just me, it was also Wesley. Also, don't tell a fucking soul about this, and I'm going to healing word you level 2.
Ooh,
Why are you healing
12
me?
more.
Heal yourself!
Nah,
I'm dying.
Still get hit.
you're a lot tougher than me.
Do I hear illegal magic being casted behind me?
It's no, not from inside there, and
It's
when I'm
just
whispering
encouragement.
it. Yeah.
Alakazam!
No. Vocal component. I just
That-
whisper it.
I don't think you get to whisper vocal components.
it has to
Why
be
the fuck
audible
not?
to at least 60 feet away.
You're right.
Counter
Every
spell.
single spell is like casting knock.
It's a good thing everyone in the tank can't hear shit.
Thank God. Anyway, I'll just stand up and take the dodge action.
Alright.
So I take another step back.
Then,
Dun dun dun. Bum 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 bum. I stand up. Hey, there's big bugs!
angry bugs. They burrow, they dig. They spit acid and cake.
Am I still 30 feet? Yeah. I stand up and I move. And I shall bonus action rage.
Mm-hmm.
Ow! Where'd you come from? And I will use the form of bite. Actually, no, I'm pretty healthy. Claws.
Yeah.
Ven's claws get a lot bigger than they usually are,
Ooh.
and he gets a little bit fluffier around his, arms.
Fluff. Fluff them up.
But that's, oh yeah, I hold my action to punch it
Alrighty.
because I can't reach.
This boy. He's grumpy, but he also heard lots of noise. Let's see. Well, I mean, that's just a tiny snack right now. There's a lot of snacks over here.
Oh, good. He came to me.
That's right. With that, it's delicious. It's a lot. I need Cillier and Socket. Make me dex saving throws. You have partial cover, so you'll get +2. It's a DC 13 dex save.
Why those two?
Because it's a vomit line. I can't shoot just straight down. I could, if I want to get those two. But there is Cat right here.
I'm confused.
Or
Why is
not
he
a
saying me
not
and
a
Cillian
Cillian.
not?
You said Cillier and Socket.
Owls!
So you
Did
meant
you
to
mean
say
Soleus?
Soleus.
I meant to say Soleus, yes. I'm
Yeah, so
That makes more sense.
mixing my own fucking shit here. My apologies.
So a deck save?
Yes.
How
Freedom.
much of a bonus? Did you say +2 or +5?
It was +2.
+2.
Alrighty.
Did not make that.
Alright, so half for the save for Socket and full for Soleus. It is the 10 acid damage, so 5 to Socket, 10 to Soleus.
Yep.
And that is that boy's turn, as he is. Try to make it digestible. This one, Ben, you'll get your punch off as he sees a snack.
Punch it right in its chitin. Yep.
That will just miss as you punch a heavier chunk of chitin.
Ow!
And it's going to try to nibble on you. A little bite. A 16 to try and bite you.
Yeah.
And we'll do 8 slashing, 1 acid, and it will grapple you in its giant incisors. Lift you up, trying to eat you.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Wah, 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 wah.
D-Spore.
Gonna eat me.
It comes over. It confused. Let's see. I'll roll D2. Bike or you? Bike.
Bike.
It's the moving things. It bike.
Okay.
A 7 will miss as it's just trying to chunk down on metal parts and then starts to realize that this isn't food. A 0.
I have that problem a lot. How? Yeah, okay, no, never mind. I'm just gonna go who I wanted to do originally. Azur will weave a brief intonation and cast a cloud of daggers on top of the uncaged knives. How do you make it stay? Is it ult?
Would be
Or shift. One of those.
shift or ult.
There we go. Okay.
Alright. Dex save, correct?
No, they just take the damage
Oh, shit.
when it
Start of
starts
that
its
turn?
turn.
Yeah.
Alright.
A bunch of little magical knives are flitting around it.
It tries to make movements in this giant cloud as you hear multiple knives chipping away kind of for a moment.
I have to not touch anything. Yeah, okay, that's me.
Alright. Wembley.
I'd like to shove the on kick out of the cloud of daggers.
Please do.
No.
Shove the ghost
Stand
light
up.
into it.
Equip my shield. Take a dodge action. I'll distract this one.
Good idea. I'll wait here.
And second wind. Oh, cool.
Already.
Hmm.
The brief. All right. So this thing has sent equivalent of an acid vial at you. It is England.
Yep. I have a question. I'm in range of it, aren't I? So if I was to move, I'd have to disengage.
You can move around it as long as you don't break away from it. Let's see. Yeah, the moment you fully step away from its token is when it will be able to swing or bite at you. So you can shift positions around it.
Okay. Let me. Okay, I'm going to cast on it to inflict wounds since I'm close enough. But I am going to move over to here when I can. So I'm still within its range. Yeah, and I will cast inflict wound. So.
Oh, that delicious attack.
I will.
Oh, fuck!
Oh my god.
Oh,
Am I
yeah,
dying right
baby.
now?
Nat 20!
God.
Give me that delicious damage. Holy shit.
Is it dead, Jim?
It might be. We might just see a fucking Ankeg disintegrate from fall to nothing.
Remember, click it in the chat.
Sorry. What level do I cast it at? Because it's at advantage? Like, because it's double damage?
It's whatever.
Yeah, if you just click it, it should do it for you.
Yeah, so just
Yeah, but
level
Whatever
1?
level you were.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast it at level.
Yeah, the earlier entire argument was just because the guy was paralyzed, so you were.
Mm-hmm.
We were just trying to streamline it for you because you didn't change the crit range. This is just you can just hit the damage button and it's fine.
Ta-da!
You'll want to announce the level before you cast the spell.
Usually, yes.
There you go.
But I'll be forgetting.
26. Necrotic.
As this thing squeals out in pain, as you never thought a bug could screech this loud, as you see huge chunks of chitin melt away and it start to reel back in fear of fucking slays.
That's what I thought, you disgusting creature.
Come on. Alright.
And, I'm my turn.
Excellent. As you see this thing fucking just terrified of that socket.
You spit acid at my car. As my foot hits the ground, I rage. And Socket's head goes from steaming to glowing as his eyes begin to burn a bright red color that they did not used to do. I'm going to take my new lava shifter weapon and I'm going to swing at this bug as hard as I can. I have advantage from Slayus.
Mm-hmm.
Check on rage. 15
Will hit.
for 10 bludgeoning, 3 fire, 5 radiant, 18 total.
Especially with the soften up chitin, you hear a loud sickening crunch as this thing just collapses and goes silent between Slays and Socket.
I spit on it, which is something you've never seen me do, and it appears to be a small amount of actual magma.
Oh.
I take
Nice
2
work,
more
Socket.
steps. Thank you. Same. That's me.
I'll sit here.
Nice. I'll hop out of the wagon, take a couple of steps over this way, and bonus action summon like a small knife to my hand. Point it towards the Unkeg attacking Ven, and I'm gonna cast Phantasmal Force on it.
Ooh.
It needs to make an int save.
God.
It says no.
Definite failure.
All right. I make an illusion of a second Ven that will also be attacking it.
The greatest fear.
A mind killer.
So many sharp
Two
words.
children. Oh my God!
A child.
Who's worse than
A child. No.
No.
That deserves a smoke.
And Keg looks terrified at something that's not there in front of you, Ben. But also, you still afraid of you as well.
This round on my turn. Sweet. Okay, it only does 1 psychic damage this turn.
I'll warm up. Alright, we were in there.
Yes.
Alrighty. Annette, you're alive.
I sure fucking am, Chief. I'm not happy about this. This sucks.
It's fair. The bike shares your pain.
It sure fucking do, Chief. I'm gonna, I ain't going anywhere near that fucking thing, that's for sure. But I'll call out. Call out to Ven. You got this, stupid big ugly bug. You can rip it apart. I've seen you rip apart uglier things. You know body is right. And then I'm gonna kind of just stand over here and dodge again. Fuck that.
Yeah. Alright, Ben.
Get him, my son.
Oh!
Yes.
It's holding me up in its mouth, so I am just scratching at its eyeballs. If it has those, I don't know.
They're beady and multi. So you just start tearing chunks of them all.
Is there anything special about your
My bardic? No.
Bardiche.
No, not right now.
Bardiche inspiration? Yes, that is me, I believe. Because claws allows me to make 1 extra claw attack whenever I take the attack action. Yeah.
Oh,
Alrighty. The Unkeg. It has fear from you as well, Arcelia?
No, but the illusion is like implanted within its mind and it regards the whatever I'm making it see as something that's real. It would have to use an action to make an investigation check against my spell save DC to see through the illusion. Otherwise, it automatically rationalizes any illogical outcomes from interacting with it.
Alrighty. It does reel back from the illusion. It does have the real Ven currently in its snippers. Try and nibble on you, boy. 24 to hit Ven.
Yes.
For 10 slashing and 4 acid as it's kind of drooling, but you are ripping chunks of its chitinous head off.
Someone has to die first.
It's true. These...
Not gonna be me.
let's see. Cloud of Daggers at the start of its turn, correct?
Yeah.
Roll my damage.
I mean, at least I rolled well on damage.
Fucking
My
wow!
Oh, jeez!
Nice.
trash spell was rewarded.
Good lord.
That is
yeah.
the juiciest fucking dagger storm I've ever seen used.
Jesus Christ. Good value.
Sting. Gonna try and nibble on Wembley after
I'm dodging.
having no hopes with the bike. It's an 18.
Oh, that just hits.
Good, because the other one would have been a nat 20, so thankfully you dodged your
Okay.
bullet.
Sure, I'll take that.
So that is 8 slashing and 2 acid, as it will nibble down on you and hold you up. Grapples you. Azure.
I can't get enough of D4s. Magic missile, the one holding Wembley. I need more D4s in my life.
D4
Oh my
club.
god.
Ooh. You can see why she's a trained wizard. She's fucking rocking it today.
The D4 deliverer.
Shit.
She's making up for getting lanced in the back before. God
The club
damn.
dagger
The
is still there. but
Deforester.
I'm not gonna refrain from touching the screen, so it's still there.
Alrighty.
Because the ruler fights me.
It's fair. Will you... Oh yeah, remaining there in the car, right?
And then I'll step out of the car.
Alright. Sir Wembleton.
Oh, he's getting me good.
He's squeezing
Stop
you.
being eaten, Wembley.
Am I restrained?
No, you are just grappled.
Okay, I'll pull a short sword and go for a stab. 15.
A 15 will hit.
Stab it in the neck.
Screeches out in pain as it doesn't like that its food is fighting back.
Action surge, I do it again.
No! No! Come on. With that, find the perfect spot and fully disconnect a huge chunk of arm and just see all the guts spilling out as it releases you.
Oh! Turn to see Yvonne getting the same treatment.
Yeah. What do you mean there?
25.
Yeah, my boy.
And as a bonus action, I will use Quick Toss
Ooh!
to pull a throwing knife and throw it knife style.
Is it
That's a
true?
miss,
Huh?
isn't it?
Unfortunately, yes, that would miss just.
Ah, well. Double beat.
Alright, Slace.
Right. Oh, would you look at that? That is within 60 feet. We love that. It's exactly 50 feet away from me, that last one. So I will cast Toll the Dead.
Oh dear God.
Oh, one.
That hurts.
No.
The wisdom.
The duality.
That happened the last time too.
Yeah.
You do fail.
That's
Yeah.
why Rosie always says that you don't keep them both on there because you'll always be sad.
Yeah,
Oh.
you're all the one you need.
Little splinter of necrotic energy flows through his head, breaks off.
And then I will just move to head over towards the more injured of our party. That'll be the end of my turn.
Oh,
have like 5 broken ribs.
suck it.
I'm going to go running. I'm not very fast yet. Haven't hit the fast levels of Barbarian. So I'm gonna get to here, and it's fucking an amount of feet, 25. What's a javelin? I believe it's 30, right? Yeah. I'm going to
20 for a javelin.
run. No,
Okay.
it's 30.
Is it there?
31, 20. You're
Ah.
thinking of a spear.
That's right.
I'm just going to run the 30 feet with the javelin in one of my hands, the lava ball just loosely in the other, and I'm just gonna huck it, and it's glowing like it's brilliant red hot as I throw it. But that's a 10, so I miss.
Lands and scorches the ground.
Love describing
hits you in
really
the back
cool
of the
actions.
head, along with the javelin.
But we're level 3, so they don't work.
It does hurt. Alright, will you remain there, sucker?
That is everything but a bonus, but I don't have any bonuses yet.
Alright.
It's me.
Torsilna.
Alright. Bonus action, swap my knife into you know what? We gotta keep up going for the style points. I swap it to a pike and charge forward with it.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't have a thing that deals pike damage, but it is still just quote-unquote rapier.
Yeah, basically. Lance them through. Oh, good.
Is its name rapier? Is that the name of the weapon?
No, it's called quote-unquote rapier because I normally keep it in a greatsword form, but disguised as a rapier.
Work.
But it's not currently disguised, so I'm just changing the weapon.
A giant fucking rapier from Elden Ring.
Versus 12.
Great EP.
Great EP.
Fucking great epic.
I'm feeling
Super
pretty
EP.
great, EP.
This thing is not looking too good after that strike through the center as you see another chunk of chitin break away. Almost
Charge it
soft.
through with that. The Ven illusion, which I know real Ven is in its jaws, but I would like to reiterate because I'll probably use this a lot. That it is very much real to this Ankeg.
Mm-hmm.
Deals another 3 psychic damage as it continues to beat at it.
It doesn't like any of this.
But that is my turn.
Alright. Annette. Ankeg is being shattered by Cilia. It's still wiggling though.
Quick, I'll shatter its mind. Go back underground, you ugly bug!
Yeah.
Max 4.
We
Yeah.
love fours!
Starts crying as it fucking goes to crawl under the ground.
It speaks English. It knows.
It just knows.
It grants the creature like a spark of intelligence so they can understand the insult. So it can hurt, and then it fades away.
Alrighty.
What do you mean?
As it flinches in pain, is there anything else you'll do?
Nah. We're good. We're Gucci.
Alright. Ben. You're tearing into this thing.
You know what it is.
The 17 will hit.
Let's see if this kills it. 8 damage.
How's that look as you free yourself?
Oh, damn! I wanted to use the inspiration. I was like, I don't want it to die.
Quick, give it like 2 extra health, Josh.
Just a little bump. Little extra bump.
I feel like I might miss if I like a 1 on the D6 or whatever.
Then it just leaves.
Yeah, he's sort of just grabbed and unable to move as it's holding him off the ground. So he's just going berserk and just slashing at this thing's like top of his head, where its little eyeballs and mandibles are.
Alrighty. With that, you see men tear the eyes out of this Ankeg as it screeches out in pain between everyone lancing and blasting it with spells, and finally falls down, limp, releasing men. And then it's
Yeah,
come.
Ankeg's pockets.
Run them all.
Is everyone breathing?
I think.
For now.
We should move. There will be more.
Ike has seen better days.
Yeah, the front wheel's bent. Like, it looks like it'll drive a little wobbly, but it is sputtering something fierce.
I suggest we load it in the tank.
Meanwhile, the ghost bike, its dents and bent metal are unbending and fixing themselves.
Yeah,
Does mending at all with the motorcycle?
with that, I would allow it. It would take a lot of time, though.
It's like 10 minutes each cast, yeah.
So
It's a minute per, so yeah. I guess just load it up in the back. I'll try to fix it when we're camped for the night. It's gonna
Someone
take a
help me
while
wheel
to do it right now.
Squeak, 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 squeak.
Just throw the bike on top of the tank.
Oh, it's disappeared under the tank.
Consumed by the vehicle of God.
Crushed.
As the monowheel is rolled back out.
Oh no, I was expecting them to get in the fucking wagon, but y'all do what y'all want.
What even is the capacity
A
on the
mono wheel is a one-person vehicle. So
That is true.
How's the net feeling about driving again?
you know what?
This was like a 7 to 10 seater, right, or something crazy like that.
I'll drive.
It should say on the sheet.
It says it's actually only supposed to.
It says how
people.
many crew it needs, but it doesn't say how many seats
Blood.
it has.
Yeah, I guess that
Come
is the
on,
good
Ven.
point. Is that
Kill us.
no, you're
Uh,
only one health. Get in the car.
I did use the crew as how many seats there were available. So the quad wagon would have 4. Would be a bit tight. You could squeeze in a 5th. It's just
Does
that's
that include the driver?
yes.
Ooh, fuck.
There would be squeeze in. Well, you could sit in the storage area.
If you don't mind the heat, some space on the back of the ghost bike.
No.
Yeah, it's hot in 2 of the cars.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
mean, in this car, I also didn't get to experience a catastrophic crash that nearly kills me.
Oh yeah. Wait. Crash.
So
Thank
how
you.
so
This
how
is
do
large.
how is Ven sharing the
God.
Jesus Christ? How is Ven sharing the mono
I'm
wheel
probably
with
sitting on Annette's lap.
Pretty much.
Alrighty.
Space for 2, but
That's pretty much what it is. Is space for 2 is it's like sitting seat to seat.
Interesting.
Ben is looking around so much, and you're just like, "Stop moving! We're gonna crash!"
Ah!
Stop moving. I feel my ribs breaking.
Receives 0 medical attention. Has heavy weight against ribs.
I'll be fine.
Internal bleeding. That's true. Alrighty. With that, you will be able to move on again as the various drivers of said tank will throw out signals to you. Y'all clear down there? Everyone breathing?
Everyone that breathes.
Aye.
Alright. Y'all leave.
It's funny, we have multiple
Burn
people
rubber.
that could win in a hold your breath contest against anybody.
First, you gotta have
I-
breath to join the competition.
Yeah, see? Azur gets the leg up because I have breath. I can just hold it forever.
Goddamn, that's true.
I would like to apply pedal to floor.
Alright.
Right after a massive crash, like, alright, let's go.
Learn by doing or don't learn at all.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I'll fight for you if you can't fight, but I can't drive for you.
And then we take
You are
off.
driving for us, though.
Yeah,
I'm driving for
you
some
are.
of you.
Yeah.
It's mostly for himself.
It's mostly
What?
for me.
When we take off and all the noise is muffling on.
Oh. Been consumed by the ether.
Fuck ass cloud of daggers on you. I'd like to see you live through that.
As we're
Oh,
as
I roll.
as we're writing, I would like to again commend Seleas on her excellent attack against the bug. I
The
have
Wookiees.
rarely seen such powerful magic.
Well, it does come from experience, and I mean, sometimes you're doing the patching, other times you're, I guess, executing justice in a way. Or killing bugs. All bugs, dead, no negotiation.
Don't like bugs?
Absolutely not.
If I see a bug, I usually crush it. We can see eye to eye on that.
The more people get him.
Yeah.
They always do.
They always strike true.
Now we can
This
say
game is fine for me
slurs.
when I reloaded.
No, you can't. It's too late.
How
It's
dare!
already back.
It is true. So, continuing on your journeying trip, be able to find a new spot to camp out. And it would be at that point where you would be able to, effectively, get everything under control and assess the motor bicycle. As you do go to check the motor bicycle, you'll see that the damage has been undone.
The dwarves.
We left them something to fix, and all of the dwarven craftsmen were like, "Yes!"
There's something to do with the road trip.
It's in their nature. They can't help themselves.
Yeah, they keep looking at it like, all I'd have to do is turn this bolt, and like I can't
They're
resist.
circling like a pack of wolves, but they're just. I can fix it in 3 hits of a wrench. I can do 2.
1.
That is true, Wendell. You do have the ability to just command the bike to drive on itself.
I tell it to drive perfectly, but I don't tell anyone, so it looks like I'm driving perfect.
Wembley's just doing his math homework on the back. Can I get a short
Driving
rest while we
perfectly.
drive?
Don't command the bike to do that.
A short rest. Well, if you're not driving, yes.
Sweet.
Bruh.
I'm not. Wait. You're driving. Wait, Ben, you're driving.
No, you're driving.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Everyone else is like, oh shit, the mono wheel's just going. Oh fuck.
It's just going.
No one's driving.
I thought you were driving it.
It's just the momentum.
I'm not driving, and you're not driving.
Vin Diesel's driving.
The Ghost Rider appears. Goodbye, fucker.
Do I actually get to short rest?
You'll always be my
For that, yeah.
Yippee!
Wembley with a short rest vehicle over here.
Just the short rest be.
Alright, we can swap. Now you sit in my lap.
And you're like, where are we
Take
going?
turns.
You need to use me like a periscope. Like, where are we going? Do I turn left or turn right?
Am I going straight?
Are we still on the road? No.
We haven't been on the road for 5 miles.
Me when it rains, to be fair. Won't see anything. I'll just look at the
If you
road like
use your
1 meter
windscreen
in front of
wipers,
me.
you're a coward, and the rain is winning.
Yeah. You can't see through the rain. Like, come on.
Oh.
And then we won.
So, for the night, as you will find a new spot to camp. Park on the road.
Of course.
Are you gonna move us?
I love parking on the side of the road.
I will park the tank over here. And you guys can park up where you want.
You lean up against the tank to take my watch, as usual.
Always
I'm
lean.
gonna be so upset. All my clothes are acid damaged.
We'll buy you new clothes.
You want me to just fix your clothes?
Oh. Can you sew?
No, I can just use magic to just put them back together.
Oh.
Have a seat. This will take a few minutes.
It's down cross-legged in front of you, facing away from you.
Azor will just like start pinching the pieces of clothing back together and just slowly pulling them back into place with mending.
Alrighty. So, tonight is especially ghastly with the heat. You feel the winds that usually sweep over and get colder at night, instead seemingly catching what seems to be a few vents and other magma pylons and others that are not far, and washing over the area that you're encamped in. Would take a while to get away from, so try to sort out the night. Do you have the availability to sleep inside the quad wagon to try and beat the heat so the washing waves of heat don't go over you? And the other options as well, if you want to stay inside the tank as well. But you would have to leave some vehicles unattended outside.
We probably shouldn't do that, because otherwise we'll get attacked and be like, okay, take 3 rounds to climb out of the tank. Alright, I would like to cheat and use prestidigitation to chill pieces of cloth and put them on my head to cool myself down. Easy.
Alright. Is a simple enough solution. As for the others, where would you be going to try and beat the heat? The quad wagon or other? Socket, you feel fine.
I do.
I will hit up the quad wagon.
Alrighty. Cost.
What is the actual issue the heat is causing?
For those, if you do not get out of the heat or find a way to beat the heat, which would be a DC 15 con save to get a full night's rest without issue. Or we will take it a point of exhaustion come morning.
You know, sleep in the tank.
I'm mostly just asking on the case of like I don't require like water in any capacity.
Yeah, it's just a cause of restlessness at that for the
Like
heat.
if it was just like sweating a lot,
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, I don't do that.
this is fair.
There's no fucking water left in my body. If I lick you, it's like a cat. So dry, bristly.
Alright, so yeah, I would say, strangely enough, Cecilia seems fine out here. For the other sweaties. And which, yes, you can stay in the tank.
Gosh,
Yeah?
I'd like to make a history check to recall how I survived out here in the past.
Funnily enough, especially on nights like tonight, you would get underneath a bedroll or a blanket, bury yourself half in the cold ash and dirt, and then the heated winds that sweep over don't get to you.
Cool, I'd do that.
Alright, so some of you see Wembley turning himself into a halfling pocket.
The fuck?
Burying myself.
Which, it feels actually really refreshing. The dirt is actually fairly cold, especially deep down underneath the ashes, and the ash just sweeps over.
How deep this motherfucker go? Like a mole rat. There he goes.
I am a dwarf and I'm deep.
It's like the
Come
effects
on,
of
Miss
sand.
Annette. Burrow into the dirt. It's not so bad.
No.
Alright. So, assuming that you're going for just a quad wagon then or so?
Yeah.
Alright. Everyone will be able to get their sleep, then raiding the tank, getting to meet the other crew and the kobolds and other. And it's actually a fairly peaceful night. Other than just the heated winds sweeping over from where you are. Thankfully...
Absolute smell in this fucking tank, like wagon.
It's a quad one.
Us unwashed, filthy people.
Unwashed messes.
Alright.
Do I have to roll for ghost cancer again?
For that, you do. Roll me another con save.
Oh, god damn.
Is Ven changing anyway? Is he
Yeah,
becoming
my
more
ghost.
transparent?
He did grow long claws today,
Yeah,
so
you got extra
he's probably
focus.
becoming a werewolf.
That's normal.
The problem with this ghost cancer is that I can't roll below like a 15, so
Yeah,
I'm
so
never
far
gonna-
everything's fine.
it's never gonna show itself. I'm gonna have this for the next 5 years before it shows any results.
But everything is fine. Come early morning, you do start to take notice what looks like a large ash cloud storm rolling over the horizon.
That's bad.
You can definitely see that there are still some burning hot white embers that are mixed in with the storm. And it's at this point that probably within 2 hours it will descend upon you.
Oh.
Do you have the option
what?
of trying to find a location to hide out or somewhere that would be able to weather the storm better? Or you could try to full out outpace it.
That sound okay. Now I'd like to ask, how bad is it to be caught in one of these storms? Because surely that's sort of common knowledge what it does to you.
For that, especially for the enclosed tank, would be relatively fun. Anyone else who's caught out in this with exposed skin or other, if it goes on for too long, will usually be burnt to death and has been added to the Ashen Lands.
Oh, so it's really bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I can only assume it would destroy the cars if we left them outside and just sat in the tank for a few hours.
If you wanted to just sit in the tank, you're not sure how well some of the wooden parts of the quad wagon would survive, but you could try and cover it over and get it behind some rocks. But the quad wagon would be too big to fully slot in just by itself. Something would have to be left out. Either all 3 bikes or... Well, you assume the ghost bike is fine.
Do we want to find somewhere to take shelter? Because the storm will kill us.
I think we should hide.
And like a British TV announcer there.
I think
Yeah, we should definitely look for something.
Is there a ravine? Go sit in?
Go ahead and roll me a survival for those who are trying to find a space deep enough or with enough cover that the vehicles would survive easily.
I'll use my
Mate,
main
I am
action to survive.
So good
I fail.
at survival.
You actually are. Well, a second.
I think this rock is good enough. Everybody get behind it.
If I'm fine, then the ghost bike is probably going to be fine.
Most likely.
But yeah, but not me.
The
Wait,
mono wheel.
this is how you finish your transition into being the Ghost Rider. You have to let the
No.
ashen storm sear your
Not
flesh.
survive.
I mean,
Oh.
there's room in the wagon. There's only 3 people in it.
Well, no, the point is that even in the wagon, you'll die.
God.
Like, the wagon isn't
It's a safe
completely
place.
enclosed.
Yeah, it does have
We
some
put the mono wheel and the ghost bike in then?
into the tank.
Yeah.
If you want to, you still have the motorized bicycle. There'd be 2 bicycles or just the quad wagon. Or, of course, like I said, the bicycle and the monowheel.
And we weren't able to find anything deep enough with the quad wagon.
With that, the 17, you actually would be. So,
Cool.
I just didn't get a chance to say it. With that, you will be able to find a spot for the quad wagon. The ghost bike would be effectively fine as far as you can tell. And
I think it would survive the environment.
yeah, it seems like it's been built purposely for this situation. And
Fire resist.
the monowheel and the motor bicycle is inside. So as everyone starts taking cover, let's see the severity. As
So we all just climbing into the tank after parking the mono wheel in a ditch?
basically.
Okay.
So
I'll bury it in loose ash.
Oh,
There's a
That's
4-hour
not good.
ash storm.
Yikes.
So I need volunteers of who would like to roll 4d100 for the varying intensity of the
I
storm.
would love to roll a D100.
oh 100%. I'm on board. I'm good.
1 will be basically the eye of the storm. 100, God fucking save you.
Okay. Jesse, do you want to roll for I, or do you want me to?
I love rolling for I. For I will roll.
Show us what you got.
Give me that first d100.
Oh my god.
Alrighty then.
Let's go, baby.
5% intensity.
I'm killing us.
So, with this, you feel even the tank start to shake at this point for the full start as the rolling storm shudders over and you feel the whole road kind of just vibrate with this intense heavy vehicle. Thankfully you did find the ditch, so you assume the quad wagon will survive. It's just hard to see because once the ashen winds just kind of dust over, even the viewing ports for the tank have basically become zilch. They're blocked over. It's at this point where I will close a brief moment here. 16. You do feel the tank lurch a little. Almost as if the winds are threatening to knock this thing fully over.
Everybody head outside. It's safe.
With that, who wants to roll me the second D100 as they will reach the second hour of the firestorms?
Yeah, sure.
Alrighty.
No, you do it.
As it starts to calm down finally a little bit for this. A slower part. Maybe the winds frictioned against each other or even just the intense heat kind of making a vacuum, but it finally starts to calm down just a bit, but the ash is still washing over the windows. Go ahead and give me my third D100, please.
Do it.
Turning my heater on for RP.
Back up again.
As it roars back to life once more. Thankfully, not enough to lurch the tank, but enough to continue vibrating it. And a few people looking nervous, a couple of kobolds looking scared and kind of packing up their bags just in case and strapping down into tight corners to hang on to. A couple goblins hanging on to certain tools as well, as they're just nervous to lose them. The dwarfs, ever calm. A few humans that are here as well. Relax. Bless you. Bless you twice.
Bless you.
Alrighty. Fourth and final firestorm. Who wants to roll?
That's a 100.
I got it. I have the 100 right here.
Give it to us.
Damn it.
Alrighty. With that, starts to calm back down. To the point where it doesn't even reach the full hour as you start to see outside the viewing area, even though the ash is stuck heavily to the windows, starts to very clearly become visible. And not even the full hour as the last 30 minutes of it wash over and the area is safe and clear again. You can see the storm rolling on and raging across the open plains of ash. Well, should probably go check and make sure your wagon is still up there. So,
I don't want to.
high or low for favorable results as you've managed to reach an
Boy.
86 during the violent storms.
I mean, the correct answer is always high, baby.
Yeah, hi.
Yes, sir.
Roll it, baby. Give me that D20.
All right, who wants the
Disadvantage.
responsibility?
You want me
Annette
to
rolled
roll
the
it? You
highest,
just said
Annette, you gotta fix it.
All right. You want highest? Come on, you want me to roll for highest, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I believe in you.
Why would you?
Annette,
Mm.
Annette,
Alright.
That's it. Mute
Annette.
canceled.
You walk outside
die.
and
Oh.
the quad wagon's missing.
Oh no.
It's buried.
My car.
Fuck.
Go ahead and roll me either in nature or survival if you like. Well, nature, survival, or perception. I will say just.
Nature. Oh wait. Yeah, nature.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Get the metal detector, boys.
Oh, boy.
Well, Annette, you're in the thing, aren't you?
So, that is true. Is whether or not you guys, or actually no, would you have been in the tank? Because if somebody's in the wagon, they're gonna have some fun real quick.
There is no way I would be out in that wagon.
No, we all went in the tank, right?
Yeah.
I don't think any of us are insane enough to be like, no, I'll ride it out in here. Except for maybe Socket. Socket might be okay.
So especially for
I will ride it out here.
Okay.
Go on without me.
Come outside, socket is just gone. It's just see look out in the distance
There's just-
like a stone man flying in the tornado. Like, oh shit.
If it didn't pick up and move the tank, it didn't move me. Standing by it. I don't have enough surface area for it to just pick me up raw.
Give the dwarf
weigh almost
fight on,
600
pretend it moved
pounds.
against your will. The
I
sword
almost
cannot
went
move
that
you.
barb subclass. I was a hair away. It's just
Battle
so
Rager?
underpowered. No, the Juggernaut. The
Juggernaut. Yeah, it does leave some lackluster stuff.
I want it to not just damage constructs. I want that D8 for everything, and then I'm fine.
So, looking around, you guys do start to get a little bit on the right path. It's a fair bit difficult as even the terrain itself has been horrifically burnt, scarred, or glassed in various areas from where it is. But Zir, you are used to it, especially for living at the Spire. You were used to the ashen storms trying to change the landscape, which is why the Spire has survived so long, because it's buffeted by much of the mountain as well as the rolling hills to protect it. You're able to pick out a couple of rocks from where you could tell that were probably melted to glass for a brief moment as the wagon was thrown over those for a brief time. And currently it is upside down, but not badly damaged. It only got scratched up a bit and was rolling away.
I found the wagon.
Especially with Socket and everyone else here, it would be easy enough to flip it back over and get it in rolling order. could tell if somebody was in it, they probably would have been the equivalent of going through a rock tumbler.
Yeah, Sokka was in it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like I just thought of a great saw trap, human rock tumbler. For years you've tumbled rocks.
Alrighty. Thankfully, now you can proceed with your day. Everyone's got their long rest. Make sure you heal. Make sure you heal. Get your stuff. Hit your long rest buttons.
Hell yeah.
The amount of times Josh is saying that is worrying me.
Well, I mean, we did start another combat where somebody was like on 2 dots of health.
Have I had some sort of rest?
Yes.
Yeah, you could sleep and we slept through the night and then we had
Firestorm in the
morning.
Excellent. I feel so much better.
How long
Ribs,
did the storm go for, by the way?
For that storm, that was 4 hours.
Oh, that's a long storm.
Which is why you guys had to roll pretty well to find the quad wagon. Which thankfully you nailed the 25, because good fucking lord. Otherwise, you might have been spending a couple more hours searching for the quad wagon.
Underground.
100 is a fun ride.
I assume 100 is the tank melts and we cinematically die.
GG, you guys lose.
You
guys suck.
Just start seeing shit melting on the tank. It's like, oh fuck.
Some hardcore run. We just wake up back at the start of the campaign.
See you guys next week with your new characters on 1.
You're starting in an ash storm, so you might want to take that into consideration.
You can see why some people just try to outrun them now.
Yeah, I mean, it does seem like well, if we didn't have the tank, we would have had no choice but to try to outrun it, because
pretty much.
Some of us would have probably just died by it.
I don't want love. I just want sex. See my orb. Click here. Bibbity bobbity, bring that sweet ass over to my tower, baby.
Oh man. So, with that, everyone's able to move on to the vehicles that they want to be on prospectively. Is it another fast-paced day?
Hell yeah, brother.
Let's take it at normal, because we are
We need to
two
stop
for 2 on
crashing.
crash.
Let's crash.
Another crash.
Let's
At
crash.
least until
We love
other
crashing.
fuckers get vehicle proficiency.
Yeah, I'd like to continue watching Socket drive to learn how car works.
Alrighty, give me another intelligence, madam.
The intelligence.
Can I learn to drive by driving?
No, I'm stupid.
Drive by driving?
Learn to drive.
Learn to drive by driving. I would say yes. So, focusing more on that.
Should have done this to begin with.
Is it at normal speed? Is there any risk of us hitting a pothole and dying, or is that only because we were going really fast?
It's lessened. Basically the really fast is like if you hit the wrong fucking hole or a difficult chunk of terrain, you're gonna go flying.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna stick with watching for right now because we have a bunch of people in the quad wagon. I wouldn't want to kill everyone.
I think we need to go faster.
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 Just add Sonic into this for the fuck of it. A form of Sonic. Alright. Throw a silly into the truck. Alrighty, so taking a normal pace of the day. There'll be perception checks at normal for those who are driving. You're trying to keep watch, but especially after the store and everything, it's a little difficult to try and fully understand how Socket drives.
Can I make a vehicles check instead of perception? That is much worse for me.
Because the vehicles check. Well, Unfortunately, vehicles check would be if you were hitting the stuff. It's just
Not
percent.
to just drive. Okay.
Yeah, no, because it's more or less just to avoid it, and then once you're in it, then you would be the vehicles. But you're
I
doing
love-
fine. You're doing
I
fine.
love perception check. I love perception check.
Quick, Wembley.
I'd like to use my reaction to let you re-roll that as I myself crash.
You wanna see me do it again?
Yeah, go on, buddy.
That's fine.
Woo!
Alrighty. Socket and the net are fine. Wembley,
Yeah, what's up?
you're getting wobbly, my son.
Whoa.
Wembley giving me his locker. When will I see you again?
As I
You'll
do a
always be my
triple
brother.
front flip.
Which I almost forgot as well. Then con save real quick for me.
Did
Ghost
we
dance.
actually sleep?
There was
During
a
the
sleep
firestorm, right?
before the firestorm.
Or...
Yeah. Didn't we?
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah, I
I'm
think we did that
thinking
one.
too fast. My bad.
Yeah.
So,
It's still the same day.
my apologies. So, Sir Wimbledon, you did
Deck
have
save?
yes. It is
This out.
only a DC 12, which
Hey, look.
I was about. Thankfully, because the DC does get lower since you're able to kind of catch it a little sooner. You are wobbling for a moment before even the. Especially, thankfully, you have the bike as it helps you steady out and correct before a full wipe.
Ooh, now that could have been bad. I'm alright.
Alrighty. So, with that, it is a relatively smooth day.
How far are we on the world map? How much progress have we made?
2%.
5 days. So you are actually not far from Iron Vault. Show briefly on the map.
So close. Only 3 more crashes to go.
3 more crashes, bro.
Hmm.
Do these vehicles have speakers?
Unfortunately, not.
Yo, bro, past the ox.
I can't believe you do this to us, George.
I did do this to you. No one gets Vega pods in this world because I didn't make Vega. It's not my IP. I can't legally do it.
Oh, Vega didn't invent stereo.
It's true. But there is no stereos here. Just those who want to play music on the road. Alrighty. That, especially for the night, there are no crazy fucking events going on.
Unless
Unless. God damn it.
nothing's.
It's so
It's
good.
never gonna happen.
You fucked
I'm
on
too
the
healthy.
got
I
fucked on
eat
the
my
other part, and
greens.
now it's fine. You healthy fuck you.
Too strong.
Will's too strong with this one. Alrighty.
Now, a random question: could we not have just like driven this
Pa-
way?
Past Arrow Pond and Bridge Rest? With the
Yeah.
tank? No.
Oh, okay. The tank prevents it.
Yeah. That's why they wanted an escort.
Yeah, they need to like buy every house along the way so they can create a road wide enough.
Also,
Yeah, I just thought I'd bring it up because there is a route that way.
yes, there definitely is a route there for smaller vehicles. The quad wagon would be able to make it, but for the tank itself is definitely way too large for it. Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. Quick 5-minute bio.
Okay.
Yeah, I shouldn't have left.
And welcome back, just in time for break.
Be going with you.
Did we get to a long rest?
Maybe.
Anyone?
I like that we're all sitting here quietly waiting for teacher to come back.
Dad, come back.
I don't want to get more homework. I
I
don't
can't
wanna
pay
crash
for
the car
attention. My
more.
mom will be mad.
Jesse, your dad's never coming back. It's time to accept it.
Oh no.
Shit.
Yeah.
Woohoo! That's a relief.
Quick, let's come up with secrets that Josh won't know about until he watches
Alright.
back the recording.
Here's a good secret.
course.
We, in secret, have leveled up.
Oh, yes.
You'll never know.
I can finally take
You'll
Sentinel.
never know.
My real name is Samwise Gamgee, and I hold the One Ring.
I knew it. I know.
One ring.
No wonder he's so old.
You
Yeah,
were
the
given
actual-
It's
one
been
ring
rough.
by... Yeah.
He's
Alright,
thousands
boys,
of
I'm
years
gonna-
old.
See if this actually works.
Samwise was Sauron the whole time.
Rosie, you making fucking goddamn macros to be able to press your button 4 fucking times?
Look, if we need to do watches every night and I gotta press my button 4 times every night, I'm gonna make
no,
a
I'm-
button.
I'm right there with
God
you.
forbid
Can
you
I-
have to
Now,
press
listen here.
your
Can I see it?
button.
Can I have that macro?
Can you show me?
It doesn't work yet.
What?
That didn't work. It didn't load my
It didn't
perception
add the
bonus.
perception bonus.
I see. It's just a
'Cause
D20.
I never bothered to
Plus
remember how to do
facilitate
that.
perception _
You could-
bonus.
You could just make it a static thing and change it when you level up.
I could, yeah. But then I would have to change it more. Okay. Technically work.
Did it?
Does that not have its own thing? Maybe it's called something different. click this, what is it? What is it called? It doesn't help. See my perception roll. What's that one? Yeah, I know.
I can't believe the Ashlands claimed us.
Yeah. How terrible.
Oh,
I
you'll
think
be
it's
back.
just at bracket PB, Fuzzy.
I fixed it. I needed to put a percentage in apparently, but
Isn't that
apparently
your
there's
perception
no
bonus?
there's no modifier called perception bonus. But it's right here. I'm looking at it.
How weird.
So how does that
It's
not work?
called perception underscore roll on mine, but that would include the d20.
No,
You could just call a full perception roll.
that's just what it calls when you press the button on the sheet for perception roll.
Right? Can't you
just do that 4 times.
can't you invoke that?
Could.
Wouldn't that be easier? Because that's what you're doing. I don't know. I'm genuinely just trying to make a suggestion.
Percentage?
I'm back.
Welcome.
We come.
Everywhere, all over the place.
All
What?
over the damn floor. Alright. So, obviously, a delicious long rest. Have a vigilant watch. Is anyone doing anything on this particular night or killing the time as you make watch?
There we go.
Probably finished my book already.
You have the wonderful secrets of the universe unlocking before your very eyes.
If I click it now.
I'm going to
Perfect.
put the coral sword next to the lava shifter. Or, yeah.
Alright. Welcome back.
Welcome back to Road Part 5.
Yachirobi.
He who ride it, died it. We fucking crash again.
You goddamn right.
Ride or
All
die?
of
No, ride and die.
Alright. Yep. As I eat my sandwich and roll. There's a point where you do see some of the kobolds kind of come out finally at night, strolling around fairly relaxed. The happenstance as they're kind of keeping a look around, but also you see some kind of mumbling and looking at how the motor bicycle is in fully working order again. Others mumbling about different parts for it and things that might improve it. Let's see. Anyone who has a passive perception of 13.
So
No.
Yes.
No.
16, baby.
16! I'm a grandmother.
Or what?
What?
It's a vine. Don't worry about it.
You would definitely hear how they made some adjustments to the motor bicycle. Stabilized the frame a little bit better. It should be able to endure some more hits. That you do hear them mentioning. I know we're not supposed to use like the sigils for the tank, but at least it should keep it working if it goes for full failure. As they will continue to whisper throughout the night. A little creepy, but at the same time, you can tell they're more or less nerding out about the vehicles that you were all driving. As it starts to get closer to morning. Let's see. Those who were able to hear throughout the night and keep in watch will see that the grabbed everything moves. Kobolds have made their way toward Wembley and the bike, and are trying to write down multiple things as they study over it.
Hello.
I'm going to take notes. You're gonna pay for that.
But it's legal right here.
And I put like my hand, one palm out and like a finger in the palm. Like,
Wembley cocks an eyebrow at Annette.
Go ahead and roll me a persuasion in that.
Yeah.
You do see them kind of hang their head in defeat as they know you are right by the guild trade. Because even though the ghost bike wasn't made by Gildergad, it is owned by a member.
Exactly.
Alright. Note taking then. As he will pick out a purse and proffer 5 platinum to you.
Excellent.
The fuck?
Yeah. All right, carry on.
Alright. There we go. As they will start copying down various designs of the ghost bike, and other ones seemingly trying to take like magical measure of you, Wembley. Do you feel anything strange? Like anything different? This and like I call to you, how's it connect? You know, feel like a normal item?
Feels really cool.
Let's see. Nothing changing?
Make your balls tingle.
Only when driving it, but that's also because you don't have the bumps on the road.
You like to know.
I mean, just invented to, stealing ideas left, right. Did you take any essence from that rider previously? Nothing? Nothing at all?
Essence? Haven't any idea what you mean.
You see a couple kind of pointing towards what seems like a tank, something where some elementals would be contained or burned in, and usually to power the machine itself. Though it seems inscribed in a different kind of language. Does anyone know Infernal?
Yes.
Yes, yes, I do.
Hey, Tupi.
These guys bothering you?
We paid. We're allowed to
They
take
did
pay
pay to
me.
bother me, it's true.
We're just curious about the fuel source, if these felt anything different because of the inscriptions.
Well, if you can figure out anything about it, let me know.
Alrighty. With that, if you wanted to read what was inscribed in Infernal there, Socket.
Ooh, read
I
all
apologize.
that.
I misheard. I thought you said Ignan.
Oh no.
Oh, I've got Infernal.
There you go.
So I could read it.
You would find that it's not so less just inscriptions. It is arcane scripture going all the way around it, but a name emblazoned on the tank itself called Gorger.
Interesting. Yeah, interesting. I will keep that knowledge for when we don't have the kobold standing in front of us.
Sure. Would you like to roll an Arcana on said sigils?
I would. I don't think I'll roll very well, but let's give it a shot.
Alright.
Oh, hey. $16.
There, that's what you're. Sorry.
Okay.
Alright.
Cool. I will keep a hold of that knowledge.
Please do. As you see, the kobolds are copying everything down as fervently as they can.
And you said this is on a tablet?
It's on the tank of the ghost bike.
Ah. You kobolds seem very interested in this bike. Any reason? Any reason?
As far as we can tell, it doesn't run off of elemental. We're still trying to figure out what. As you can see, like, they're scrolling it down, but they clearly can't read Infernal.
Well, interesting. Do carry on.
Right. Figure it out soon. As they measure it down, and even one will ask you, you mind if we do a sketch of you? Copy you down as well, just in case? Might be a
Alright,
size thing.
better get me good side.
Right. Start to copy down your looks and size and measurements, Wembley.
I'll lay on the bike, Frenchman style.
Draw me like one of your French bikers.
Draw me like one of your baguettes.
Draw me like a croissant.
Croissant.
So, as they will happily copy that down and do the full Wembley French biker.
Nice.
How old are you? Like, just in case.
77.
God. Alright. Well, hold on to this thing tight. Doesn't seem to need elementals or anything. That they will.
Aye, it is pretty cool.
Yeah, I wish we could buy it from you, but would you sell it?
Kinda using it at the moment.
Oh.
And just, I don't think he'd be looking to sell it anytime soon.
I'm not?
No, not at all.
What does she mean by this?
You'll find out.
What does she mean by this?
But is there anything else we can help you with?
No. If there's any other pieces we can copy from your vehicles.
Are they with the guild?
They're from an entirely different guild.
Oh, okay, that explains it.
Were they just like walking on the road?
These guys
were
came
on
from the
the
tank.
They're tank crew.
Oh, the tank crew.
Unfortunately, the rest of our vehicles are from the same place as the manufacturer of the tank, I believe, so I don't think there'll be anything of much interest to you, but if you must look, I don't see why not.
For a nominal fee per vehicle.
Everybody's just charging the kobolds.
The kobolds have platinum.
It's true.
Charge 'em.
heard.
Roll me a persuasion or intimidation with advantage, because I assume you're staunching maybe a little.
Can I do a strength intimidation?
Of course.
Why are you guys shaking them down?
On me.
Competitor yelled, man.
Look, I only shook him down the first time.
25.
Oh, I only shook them down once.
Yeah.
Only one.
Everybody gets their turn.
Right. He quickly reaches into his bag. Will proffer another 5 platinum to go and try and copy down as much as they can about the quad wagon.
God damn.
Each vehicle is a 5 platinum cost.
Guild reparations. You hear them like scooch under the wagon, crawling over the top of it, looking at the wheel, the engine.
Standing next to it. Get out from under there.
Ah! Cheap. They will scooch back and start hovering around it like vultures.
If they get under it, they might accidentally unwind the rubber band that is running the wheels.
Holding the whole thing together.
No.
Alright. It's powered by just one powerful fucking fire spirit hamster.
Big clockwork spring. That
Fire
you
hamster. Oh my god, that means that I can invent a fire elemental powered Heelys.
You could.
Oh my god, yeah, well, that has to be a thing.
Takes 2 fire hamsters, 1 for each shoe.
I love the idea of fire elemental roller skates. That's amazing.
Or
Power word extort. Give me 5 platinum.
more. As they will sketch down more, copying, furious writing, the scribbly dibble. The morning will arrive as they start to see the sun fully burning into their retinas. They will very quickly retreat back to said tank in the safety of Nosa.
as I can see them out of earshot now. Everyone, we should gather up. I have some pressing information that you may wish to know about this bike of
Oh, sure.
sorts.
You want me to get up
Wembley,
and
Wembley,
go
I
for it?
know
Why
you
not?
were curious as to why we shouldn't be selling it. That writing on the tank, that's infernal.
Oh,
And the basic gist of it is that creatures that die near your vehicle or by your hand, a piece of their soul will get converted into fuel for the bike.
Oh,
oh, oh my!
So I probably wouldn't be going and selling it if I were you. Seems like a valuable asset.
Do you think it? Hang on now. Do you think it values every soul equally in terms of like it will fill the tank a percentage, or is it like a rat soul is far less valuable than an elephant soul, and then if you kill the rat, it won't actually fill it up as much? Or what's the deal? How can
It
we
doesn't go
categorize?
into that detail, but this is what I know about it.
Oh, good. No instruction manual. There never fucking is one.
But yes, I feel like they would have lowballed you to hell for it.
refueling that seems deeply immoral.
Yes, it seems more like something that should be destroyed if possible.
Yep.
Maybe we need some sort of priest for that.
What to do with this information?
A cleric of a holy order.
Refuel
perhaps.
the bike, of course.
All right, put your head
Seems-
down on the ground. I'm gonna crush it with the wheel.
And then we cast Revivify and see how many chunks of a soul it takes each time.
Yeah, how much soul?
Oh my god,
How
that's
much
such
of
a
I
your
mean-
soul do you get back?
You
Hellfire
do
bike?
realize
Go
that
on you.
since you can command the bike to go places, when we are in fights like we were against those horrid bugs, if you saddle it up next to it just before we kill it, it'll refuel your tank.
Is there an approximate range that you identified with the soul stealing effect?
It just says near. It does not specify a range.
So personally, I'd like my entire soul to accompany me to my afterlife.
What if your afterlife is that of a fuel tank? I hear it's nice, warm at
Yeah.
least.
Sure,
Let's
then,
not
I
be
don't know.
dying anywhere near the bike then.
I think that it's in good hands with our short friend over here, because he can just move it if we are close to death.
What if it ignores his commands because it wants to be fed?
Hmm.
Bike
The
hungry.
bike suspiciously keeps crashing and Wembley almost died.
It's
The bike
trying
driving
I mean-
towards.
It does seem that
Am I
everything
right?
we got from those mysterious bikers is sinister in some manner.
I feel as though it's either we keep it and use it, or we destroy it entirely. I don't like the idea of it being given to kobolds or sold off.
I
So
feel
let
like
us
the
go
same can be
home.
said about that. Points at Socket's weapon.
Yeah. I'm in the middle of pulling out the glowing lava handle.
You realize that the other weapon that was next to it is gone.
The
fucking ate it.
longsword. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've consumed several weapons with it now.
Well,
I have
Yeah,
been
it's not
bathing
concerning
it
in
in
the
the magma
slightest.
of my
Are
own
you
soul.
saying do you need to like reload your sword with other swords? What's the deal?
I will take a moment and I will shift it into a battle axe, and then a lance, and then a scimitar, and now a longsword. And then finally back into the maul form that I prefer. And you realize that it looks exactly like the maul that I had before, but jagged and shot through with magma now. And then I'll turn it back into the handle form and hold it out to Soleus. Does this
Oh,
have
so it
any
gets
writing
more
on it?
shapes.
Does it get the shape of what you destroy?
that's a neat trick.
Yes. It is moldable, as I was once.
Is that why you're getting all warm now? Is to remold yourself? Be like a bug?
I have
The beautiful crystals?
stoked the fire of my soul.
I wouldn't say beautiful.
I mean, Annette's
Jealous.
beauty is subjective.
Fire.
I wouldn't say you were beautiful either.
I mean, so says the house cat.
Oh, come on. There's no need
No
for
offense,
that.
Ben.
Ben is
He's-
still
he's-
asleep. This is like five. This is like it's like 5
Wow.
a.m. right now. You described these
Racism
turbots
runs
coming
deep
out
with
in the
this
middle of
one.
the night.
Well, it's like fully morning because they left. The sun is up.
Oh, I don't see race. I'm an equal opportunity hater.
But yeah, I hand you the thing, Phileas. I don't know if you want to look at it.
What thing am I looking at?
His weapon, the weapon of the Ghost Rider that I have
Okay,
been
does
using
it have-
the lava.
Does it have any infernal on it? I'm happy to roll a check for that. Do you want perception? Or what check would you like?
I would allow a perception.
I like you'd roll intimidation on the sword.
$24.
How cursed am I with a 24?
I don't know. I'm waiting to find out.
I'm
There.
asking Josh.
Yeah, that's not. Apologies, my microphone.
Ooh. Sexy.
I love that for you.
It's absorbing you. That's
So
why you're
while Josh
becoming.
Well,
say no,
I-
level up.
I was gonna describe it, yeah, but there is a thing that I'm doing with it.
That
Into. Okay.
Could you repeat that?
Yeah, you cut out for a moment.
Cut out.
I
The
don't-
Halfway.
mole men,
You got a
they're
little bit quiet.
capturing his
If
soul.
it was shifted into
Another
no-
weapon?
If it was shifted into a net.
Oh. You gotta find a guts from Berserk Sword, so there's lots of like surface area to read.
Well,
Jake,
good thing
Josh
I can read
already has
Draconic
something in
as
his
well.
DMs. I'll turn it into a lance, so it becomes a 8-foot lance in your hands.
It's like
So reach
spirals
out and
around
touch
the
it.
entire half.
Spine just breaks under the weight of it. I can read Draconic as well.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Anthropologist, 3 extra languages.
We
Hmm.
love that. Ah, anthropologist, the perfect background for a serial killer.
best.
Yeah, I've seen Dexter.
And Hannibal. God damn it. The lance is the biggest weapon.
Yeah, but it's like a cylinder. Like you gotta get a flat, something flat. Can it turn into a
Josh,
shield?
Josh, check your DMs. Josh, please. Josh, please.
Also, Josh, you need to like move your mic closer to your face. Or
Can you
something.
turn it into like something that is like loosely defined as a weapon, like a long, flat piece of metal?
You turn
Two
it into
by
something
four.
Can
like
only take weapon forms that it has consumed.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I'm saying like an improvised weapon.
Oh, like a big plank.
Yeah.
you question them.
We can-
and
we
get
can
them to
test it.
confirm they are a weapon. You consume them.
A great club would have a lot of surface
Put
area.
it next to yourself. It just consumes you. You are.
No.
We keep interrupting you. You keep starting
No, I
trying
fucking-
to say what it is.
With that, you like an
Mm-hmm. I will share that with the rest of the group. That there is some sort of oath on this sword. I share all this information with the group. Seems we're a little bit cut off here, though. Bit short. I can't quite tell who this god of old is that you're swearing your allegiance to.
Might and fire. I like that. May I, Seleus? And
Of
I'll hold
course.
my hand out for it back.
Yep. Of course. Here you are.
You all should know that I have fed this with the magma of my own body.
Why do you have magma? When did you get magma?
How much magma do you have in you?
I will, demonstrate my specialized design. I go over to a rock and I hit it with my fist, and as I do, I shoot magma out of the cracks in my arms, pushing the clay out and washing over the rock, dealing fire damage and melting it. And you could see that it partially seals over where the clay was, adding to the craggy, rocky, like way my arms look. It has always been within me, but I am gaining more control of it.
And does everybody here have some kind of infinite energy source in them?
No,
we got
I'm
the-
just a person.
We got the bike. We got the magma man.
Just a wee lad.
I assume that rod probably also is an infinite energy source.
It required my fire to stay lit itself.
Well, I guess it's not all that bad. Are you worried you're going to like melt eventually? You have
No.
magma in you. The
I have
crucible.
no fear in my nature. This
Oh,
is
okay.
how I have always been. I did not remember before.
So is the magma like blood or?
In a way.
Okay. As long as it's not mucus, so then you sneeze and we all get melted.
I do not believe I can get sick in that way. A virus would not survive inside of me. And as Socket would describe, as he understands it, he's a shell of stone armor that is self-repaired by the magical magma within him that is his true nature and is what moves the stone.
So you have some kind of infinite magma stone inside of your body?
It's hard to say. As far as he knows, it's just magma. That's one of the reasons he sometimes eats or drinks. Is he has an instinct to replenish it, I guess, but he has never, in his living memory, had issues with running out of power except by being damaged until he no longer run.
Hang on. Forgive me if I'm recalling this incorrectly. Weren't you like inert before that gem got taken out of your face?
One of the things that happened prior to my awakening was the gem's removal, but I do not know the time between the two events.
I see. So they could be unrelated. You maybe didn't have magma in you before you awoke?
I cannot imagine someone putting magma in a statue. But I cannot say.
Until now, I couldn't imagine someone putting magma inside whatever you are. But here you are.
Your design is quite good, if anything.
He looks down and he just, the gigantic shovel-shaped hands. One of them, all of the clay expunged, just the smooth granite. And the other covered still with the veins. Purpose built. I have seen many creations. Machines, and I'll make eye contact with Osilier. I know why you call me that. I see the resemblance.
I'm still deliberating on whether I should be more or less concerned that you've apparently always been this sort of weirdly sinister. Thought it was a recent change with the sword, but apparently it sort of happened in reverse. Now I don't know how to feel.
Have faith. I am the same as when you met me. I will follow just authority. And if it turns out that there is an old true ruler of this land, we shall see how just he is before I devote my service.
You know what? I'll consider that reassuring enough. I'd give you a friendly pat on the shoulder, but
Should I bend down?
no, I'm more concerned about my hand.
Silly.
It is quite cool.
When Socket says, "Should I bend down?" Ven looks at you and nods like, "Yeah."
You won't burn my hand if I just... Right?
No, the stone is quite good at, it has clay in it to disperse the heat.
I'm just questioning because you have been awful warm lately.
I can close my mouth.
Right, I'll step forward. And at the same time, I'll use...
If you cast Enthrall on me, I'm gonna lose it.
No, I'm using my bonus action Awakened Mind to form a telepathic bond with Ven.
Yes.
Being like, look, I don't know what you're up to, but this better be worth it. Like, alright, lean down a bit, Socket. I mean, it's not that high up, but...
I will go down to take a knee.
As Socket takes a knee, Ven is literally just gonna jump on his back and, like, grappled around his neck and just scream. Like, ah!
Socket just fucking
To see if there's
suplexes you.
literally any reaction.
What was the stealth check?
8.
8.
It was a 7 and then an 8.
Okay.
Yeah, it was not good.
I will immediately go and fall over on my side as I try and grapple you back. I will make a full like grapple check at you.
Oh, alright.
Okay, I was still on GM and then that one.
Oh,
That was a 7, an 8, and then a 7.
Socket will fully fall over as I grab Ven and pull him down with me into the dirt and we tussle.
Ah, you lied. I scared you. You lied.
I fear nothing, child. Come back here.
You can't prove it. I wasn't scared. It was a war crime.
You know what? I think that was worth it. It did kind of look for a second like he was swearing his loyalty to me. Kind of amusing given the whole conversation we just had.
Yes, I suppose you could phrase it like that. Just run directly at him.
Yeah, exactly. I track the golden spiral. I'll stand up, and rather than dusting myself off, I just hit myself in the chest really hard once, and a bunch of dust falls off. And I'll look at Osilia and Azur, and I'll say, I appreciate your trust.
I don't think I'm not still a little concerned, but
I'm mostly concerned for your structural integrity. I sincerely hope it holds up with you heating up and all.
it's... Well, it's just, you know, we haven't known each other for super long right now, and there's the whole matter of you changing is one thing. I can let that go. Deciding to attune yourself to the weird, probably cursed weapon that we decided was a bad idea and that we should take it to town and get checked out, that's another thing.
It was only probably a bad idea by my estimation, so it could also probably be okay. It's 50-50.
Yes, well, he seems fine so far, but, you know, I just feel we should keep an eye on him, just to make sure.
Yes, could you inform us if the sword starts to whisper to you? I feel like that's an important thing that you shouldn't let it do.
It has a French accent.
Oh, that's bad.
It must be destroyed.
That's definitely evil.
Cast it into the fire.
Also, what the hell is a French accent?
It's the worst
It's
one.
right next to England.
It's abyssal.
Oh, God.
Fuck.
Wembley, does the bike
God.
talk to you?
Welcome to London, mate.
Of course. I presented it to Saleus because I wanted you all to know that I had used it.
Well, hey, as long as it continues to not have any noticeable drawbacks, I guess it just means we have one more thing in common, hey? And I like hold out my hand and create a mole.
I have been wondering about that, and I will hold up my maul and knock it against yours.
Mine like definitely swings backwards, and I quickly let go. Mine's more of an innate gift.
Who is Nate? How'd they give you your gift?
Great question. I don't
Did
know
it
the
come
answer
with
to
a blunt?
how to answer either
Most
of
of
them.
his gifts do. I hear
But,
Nate is the weed guy.
Ah, The maul on the ground just vanishes as I recreate a knife. Just a lot easier for me like this.
What
Well, I've got
is
my
that?
rapier.
Well, it's a knife.
That was a maul.
Well, like I said, it's an innate gift. The weapon itself isn't real. It's not made of steel. It's an extension of my will, I guess.
Can I roll to have to try and see through the riddles? Because Socket's dumb.
Do it. Pleased. Oh dear. It's definitely foggy on the sensibility of how he's describing it.
So, what you're saying is that sword is sort of like your third leg.
No, that would be an extension of my body. It's more like
that
well,
Green Lantern guy.
Never heard of him, but I don't know, maybe? How do you make your weapon transform?
I command it with my... Well, for me it's sort of like moving a hand. I guess my mind.
Yes, it's the same for me, except I don't have a handle to hold on to while it changes.
I nod as if I know what that means. Passive 10 insight reveals that I do not.
Well, I mean, like, you physically have a handle that sprouts into the weapon.
No, yeah. What that means about where that ability comes from. Because you say gift, and I go, huh? How stupid.
It's okay. Because on my own end, I barely know either. I know I can do it. That's all I need to know.
Does anyone else have secrets about themselves they would like to share?
I rage.
Not so. Ah!
And my
How
tail
did you
gets
get
like
that?
4 times as big.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Whoa.
Ah! And then it goes
Are
away
you
after like 5
werewolf?
seconds.
Did he just develop and like lose rabies in 5 seconds?
I think someone stepped on his foot.
Wembley,
the
how
tail.
could you?
My secret.
It wasn't me, honest.
You are a werewolf.
No, I don't think so.
You wear
You know what? Since I'm still connected telepathically, I'll just say into Ben's mind. That's pretty impressive.
tail grew 3 sizes that day.
Are you playing music at me? What are you
Yes.
doing?
I'm just sitting here playing music. I'm bored.
You
and you're all
approached
talking
me and then
nonsense.
rolled.
And then tell us your
figured
secrets.
I figured that
threatening.
Wembley is cooking or something.
Let me cook.
Let him cook.
She's added a bit of levity to our party.
That's illegal magic.
Confess your illegal magic.
Anyone else have any secrets? Pulls out recording device.
You're right. I'm
What you
sorry.
got there?
I have these magic fingers that let me play like an angel.
No, it's not pulls out recording device. It's just can you like speak it like clearly
Can you speak
directly
towards my
chest?
Towards the blinking red light on
Speak
my
clearly
titties.
into the microphone.
Socket, you never wear t-shirts. Why are you wearing a t-shirt?
He's got a huge wire.
That's strange.
The t-shirt does not fit.
Yeah, it's like one of those
How
giant
is Josh getting
gramophone
quieter
recording
and
devices.
further away?
It's crazy.
Well,
Like
I mean, You see, we're all missing the obvious thing here. Wembley can attach a wire to the ghost bike and send it up to interview you.
What's this bike that's just pulled up next to us? Ah, don't worry about it. Let's talk
Tell your
about your
secrets
routes.
to
Let's
the
just keep
bike.
having our
Your
conversation.
secrets.
Can we finish this? Oh, sorry.
No, I was gonna make a joke about.
Do it. Do it.
I make a joke about the ghost bike going into town and saying like, "Hey kid, want to ride a ghost bike?" and then just crashing, getting on the soul.
You command the ghost bike to crash on purpose with a
Yeah.
kid riding it.
It just
No.
go farm fuel.
You
Oh
do
my
the you do it,
Go
but with the bike
farm
stealing prank. You just leave it somewhere, wait for someone to steal it, and then
And
it crashes.
Yes.
Dump it.
All right. Well, if we're done confessing secrets, if Saleus doesn't have anything, and we're all good, everyone, let's get in the fucking cars.
I don't really have anything embarrassing other than,
It's hot out here. If we
random
can
things from
please
back
move
in
on.
the day. Let's get in the car.
Hey.
Still got a hell of a trip to go. I suppose we can continue our conversation next time we make camp.
Why don't you play I Spy in the car?
I think I knows magic.
Starting with A.
What makes you think that?
Hearing her use magic from like 15 feet away earlier when she crashed.
You're inside your fucking car.
The car
Fuck
is not
off.
sealed. You're basically yelling.
You don't scream spells.
They're audible 60 feet away.
No, you fucking don't.
Yes, they are, unless they're settled.
That
That's
is
the
not a
whole thing.
rule.
Then how are you supposed to counterspell?
Yeah, Jesse, how does counterspell work if I
Noticing them
can't hear you?
casting.
Oh, so casting, like based on perhaps like line of sight, hearing them
I ain't
talk from
sitting
like
there
10
next to
feet
Ben
away.
going, alright, I'm gonna healing word you pal, and then I go, Will. Scream his fucking
Anyway,
It's not that you're screaming it. It's that magic is a word of power that like
Ignis.
reverberates. Yeah.
reverberates.
Yeah, right, I'm gonna avoid being counterspelled now by just being quiet.
Just speak lower.
Right, like-
speak lower.
Otherwise, that would just work.
I'm
Like,
gonna put a potato sack
I-
over my head.
I have a
They
party
can't
member
see
hold
my
a sheet.
somatic components.
A party member holds a sheet in front of me so they can't see my hands while I'm casting, and then I speak
And wear
really
a
quietly
blanket
so
like
they
a
can't see my
fucking
mouth.
ghost, so you can't see my
Why-
somatic
Why was I using
components.
subtle spell this whole time when I could just, put my hands in my pockets and
Subtle spell
talk?
just
I'm just
removes
gonna-
those components
I'm just gonna
altogether.
chime in a little bit, alright? That, apparently the official DM screen actually has rules on how audible you are at both certain noise levels, like how far away you can be heard from. Trying to be quiet is 2d6 times 5 feet. Averaging
Trying to be quiet.
Yes.
Ah, God, I hate D&D.
Yeah, whatever.
Why are you here?
Because
You
I
could-
like you guys.
Fine. Keep your secrets.
Bruh.
You have to understand that for certain mechanics, a degree of realism has to be ignored.
it is
You're
just
right. You're right.
not too bad.
Let's see how quiet.
That's still 30 feet if you're trying to be quiet, which is half of the distance of
Exactly.
counterspell. So if you were then
Half
at-
the fun of my entire thing is just gone.
You really thought you could keep your secret forever?
Whisper.
You mean for more than 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
You were doing
are
a pretty good
casting
job
spells, expecting
until
us
you
not
casted
to
like
see
right
you
next
do
to
it.
us. Like, you were doing a pretty good job before. You weren't doing it anywhere near us.
Did it last time in a fight.
So what's the pace?
normal.
Normal. So
Excellent.
we don't die.
Yeah, let's not have a car accident today.
I think we will.
Oh,
Oh,
alright.
come on. I know how to drive a car. Why is it based on my perception?
Just gotta avoid what's coming at you on the road.
I'll
kill me.
I
die.
know.
You
that's
guys
the
gotta
point.
not. You guys gotta drive next to me. You gotta stop following me, cause I either dodge or don't dodge too late, and you guys always crash.
Yeah,
Don't
one
worry.
second.
Crazy.
I need to roll to study your driving.
Fucking socket there, just going, oh, a termite hill. Just go straight through it.
Okay,
Right,
yeah.
just like, oh right, the quad wagon has a
Add another
charge
one.
mechanic. If I hit it straight on, we take no damage no matter
I'll
what.
learn how to crash here in a second.
Yeah. As you,
Expert
Yeah, this
in
is how you
crashing.
recover from a crash, Azur.
you see the
Yeah.
swerve.
Ah,
Hey, does
interesting.
anyone in the car want to give me guidance real quick while I dodge this?
Touch this rock.
with
Yeah,
Land's
I can
vehicles?
give you guidance if you like.
Hey.
Hell, I say, oh shit, and you start saying the words of guidance.
Turn left. Turn left.
Alright, well, once we know whether Wembley's crashing with us.
Emily, would you roll your perception?
Perception?
Yeah.
Okay.
As I
crash.
torture everyone.
Here
We're all
we
fucking.
go.
We're just fucked.
Land vehicles, 25
Alright.
with the guidance.
That socket is fine and plows through.
Charges right through the termite hill.
As Wembley, give me a dick save. It's only a DC 11. Same for the Delicious Annette. You're fine. As you
Very nice.
go over the remains of the rubble.
Getting better at this.
What do you want?
Dick save?
No, I'm gonna die. You watch.
I'll watch it right now.
Oh,
Hey!
fuck.
Not mad.
Everyone's fine. You get better at driving your vehicles, baby. Let's
See,
go.
this is easy.
That's exactly what you do, Azur.
Yeah, great work.
Let's see. As you are trucking along, getting closer to Iron Vault, you all will see in the distance. It looks like a floating vehicle being held aloft by 3 balloons.
Ye gods.
Tiny spy balloon.
It is moving fairly slow, but at the same time, it looks like there is also another imposing, sizable figure underneath. You start to realize that that figure is on fire.
Loons
Are they on
and
fire?
a fat man.
Let's see. Show the vehicle briefly, as you can easily see it. Platform with multiple red figures running around on it and directing it.
It's them. The Afriti.
And underneath is this thing rolling around, looking as if they are scouring the land for something.
Oh, they're up there. I thought they were gonna be on the road. I was like,
No, no.
where are they?
They're still at a distance. These are the figures that you see along with the vehicle.
So are those Afriti?
That one is
Oh.
not an Afriti. That is an undead fire giant.
Oh,
I don't like that.
Oh, I recognize him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's much worse.
Undead, you say?
Yes.
Undead, you
I don't
say?
think we're at level 3. I don't think we should.
I don't
Good
think we want to
picking
fuck with that
fights.
guy.
You know, just casually, my
You
channel
can pick a
community
fight.
is
I'll
a turn
watch.
undead.
I'll watch with my spyglass when you take
They're-
them out.
Yeah.
They're like flying in the air a million miles away, right?
Well, not a million miles, but yeah, you see at a distance that the dirigible is going.
Hate it.
It's great.
I'm looking for spice.
Spice.
Everything is.
But if anyone would like to roll a history to recognize what this might be, please be my guest.
I will give
Where
it a shot.
Spice farmers.
I ain't no shit, dog.
History.
Alrighty.
Wow. Quite the
No.
gamut. Hey, Ven, we're down in the bottom together. Oh, Annette joining us. Down in the bottom.
This is my domain. Being at the
History. Fuck.
You're bottom?
Alrighty. So,
Yeah, I did alright.
Ilie, Celeste, and Azure would recognize that these have been seen roaming around, usually sent out by, well, more or less curious fire newt colonies that are looking for stashes that smugglers have left out. They have been infamous for soliciting undead as guardians of the lower sections and heavy lifting, and using these various dirigibles to lift these relics or stashes, if they find any, back to wherever their homes may be hidden within mountain ranges and other craggy areas where most vehicles cannot traverse.
So what you're saying is they're not really out here for us. They're out here looking for like abandoned stashes of equipment for free.
Exactly. You know that sometimes people have tried assailing them, but that's only if they see that they have a sizable chunk of cargo underneath.
Yeah, I was going to say, how loaded do they look?
Ooh.
For that, I would say, what would be a
Brother, we are not robbing them.
Are they
no.
essentially pirates?
How
or are
high
they,
up
like,
can the
actually
cannons
respectable?
they're like scavenger pirates.
Okay, so
If
they're not really on the
Pirates!
side of the law, but they're operating completely outside of society.
Yeah, cover Ven's
Don't say
ears.
pirates
Don't say the
around
P
Ven.
word. Don't
Pirates!
say the P word.
No.
Pirates.
He said-
The
Pirates can't be in the sky. What the hell?
slow-moving sky pirates, sky rats.
No such thing as pirates from the sky.
That's silly.
That's a silly thing. But it looks like they have found a few things. Nothing too sizable yet, but probably one or two vehicles they've probably strapped up, as well as maybe a stash from a smuggler somewhere.
Hey, I'm gonna suggest something kind of crazy, okay? What if we flag them down and try to trade them the motorcycle for something? Because we don't want it, right?
Do we need money?
I don't know. What if they have something interesting? They are raiding smuggler caches. They might have something unique.
True. Could trade this ghost bike, while very cool, for something more useful.
Yes, well, I don't plan to dine here, and I prefer my soul to not fuel a motorcycle.
I'm sure that would happen.
Ven's not smart enough to say this, but there's no fucking way I would take my very safe high up dirigible and land right next to a fucking tank.
That is a fair point, yeah. I always forget the tank is here. It's
Shall
like,
we get their attention by firing the main cannon at them?
Yes. Warning shot.
yeah, I'm sure they probably see the tank like, hey, let's not go near that. Just... yeah, that is true. The tank probably will not entice them to want to deal with us. They'll probably think we'll just rob them. And to be honest, considering that they're pirates, they might just rob us anyway. Probably actually a bad idea. Forget I said it.
Yes, I think we should stay out of each other's way. For the best.
Does he appear to have a gigantic gut-style sword?
It just needs to be an average sized sword for a giant, to be fair.
It's true. Get a fire giant's black iron greatsword.
Josh. Josh, does he have a... Josh.
I mean, you don't know. You have to get them to bring the scrap down.
I want to meet him.
You can jump that high.
No.
Just jumps up there, gets in the fucking net, gets stuck by mistake. He's like, oh no, it's a monkey's paw trap. Help! They just start flying away with Socket.
Fine. I have the barbarian version of Slow Fall.
Rage.
Raging at the last second.
Lead weight. Alright. So, moving on. Obviously, another more relaxed day. There's a few ash clouds kicking up, but thankfully nothing that roils into a storm. leaving the roaming guardian that follows after the slow-moving balloon with the fire newts on top.
Are the fire newts powering the ship? Or are they like people?
For that, it does look like the fire newts themselves are using their own body heat and fire to basically propel the engine.
Yeah, I don't know what a fire newt is. Is it like a bipedal lizard person that's on fire?
And
Oh my god, they're adorable.
The goofy guy.
I just want sex. See my
Kind of looks like a
Get 'em.
tongue.
click here.
Yeah,
Yep.
it looks like a soft
over to
puppet.
my tower,
I feel like if I had a tongue, it would look like that.
Yeah, actually, you're probably right. It would look like that. Anyways, where did the teeth from?
They have always been there. They're just like carved. It's not like full teeth. It's just like when his mouth opens, you can see. He doesn't have like lips. It's more like a skull. They're just carved there.
gnashing teeth.
It would be cool
Well-
if you could like bite people with like sharper teeth. Or consider like filing them to a point.
No, I prefer to smash things.
I guess you are good at that.
Case in point, and I'll veer slightly and hit like a cluster of rocks with the front of the car. Bust right through it. A bunch of shrapnel flies backwards towards the other two vehicles.
Killing them instantly.
Alrighty. So, with that, after the many days' travel and the interesting creatures and storms that you've been accosted by, you will actually end up seeing the city of Ironvault come into view.
Whoa!
Especially approaching this outcropping of a city built mostly around what seems to be heavily fortified citadel that shares four towering, almost ziggurat-like towers, as well as what seems to be the outer perimeter, heavily inlaid by what seems to be blackened over metal as well as iron, meant to weather most of the storms. A lot of the houses out here seem to have either metal siding or have been heavily reinforced with various pieces of stone, as you do see huge swaths and cut-throughs for vehicles and other defenses to fully rest within the town itself. The citadel itself, obviously giving its name of Iron Vault, of the various black iron walls and the black iron towers that they use to help defend this location and this outcropping that protects Bridgerest. As Emmerich Firestone will point out. Alright, we're going in to get a few supplies. Even though I know you're contracted to get us all the way to the Ashen Silt, I wouldn't blame you if you want to turn back now. It's a bit of a road, but it does start to lead, well, into more craggy locations. I know some of your driving, I don't blame you if you don't feel like testing your skills just yet.
Well, in our defense, we have only had like a week with these vehicles, and most of us haven't actually gotten a chance to train to drive them.
We've crashed at least 3 or 4 times.
It's
Yes,
been a
I've-
learning experience.
I've recorded every crash in the book they gave me.
Yes, some of the lads couldn't keep their fingers off and wanted to make sure that the bike was back in working order for you. Maybe
Yes, I
some
appreciate
reinforcements.
Anything I'd have done would have been just a magic hack job, basically. But anyways, we are contracted to get you all the way out there. It'd be not really a job well done if we didn't finish it.
Yeah, we ought to see our job through.
Well, then, takes a moment, grab some supplies. We're going to head into the Market of Iron Vault and take a moment to sleep on an actual bed in safety. I'll head out and we get all our things together. I have a few parts to buy from, well, the wonderful storms that rolled through and whatever that fucking rider did before.
Will you be providing us rooms?
Yeah, that'd be part of it. You are part of our caravan after all. Do you have a little extra money for a stash like that?
Excellent.
With that, Amraka, as well as the rest of the crew, will roll into Iron Vaults, one of the heavier hangars and areas that have been well protected. You can see as they open up the gates, they buckle the tank as they were expecting it. You do see a few other curious sights, what seems to be ballistas, but with more heavier bolts, and others that seem to have maybe containers on the back of them, as well as up on the main turrets themselves up above, what seems to have the same kind of ballista, but with heavier chains to follow to anchor, just in case. So they seem to be well prepared for not only the physical onslaught of whatever that comes to fight them while protecting the siege weaponry, but also to pull anything from the sky as best as they can if they can lend a hit. So, with that, we'll leave off here for now.
I want to crash my bike more.
Let me go shopping.
Let me go shopping on the bike at fast speed.
Enter the market and crash into the orphanage.
Please.
A second bike has hit the orphanage.
I get behind the wheel of the tank to finish the job. That
All of the
orphanage won't be
orphans have
lost.
been converted into ghost bike fuel.
Meat paste. All this hydration.
God, that is like the most
Look at the
messed up
cool
thing you can do.
weapons.
Just kill people next to the ghost bike and revivify them. Keep feeding their soul in the bike's
Walk
engine.
up to like anyone in the street and you're like, I'm sorry, my bike needs to be refueled, as you stab them in the gut and they're like, what?
You pull
I
up to
don't
like
understand.
some like rural farming family and like you order the bike to go inside. It's like, why is your bike in my home? Sorry, you're not my fuel.
Bike. Kill them with CO2 poisoning.
Yes,
You know what's
my lord.
funny is the fucking rider died right next to the bike.
Mm-hmm.
Ironic.
Ironic.
He fueled the bike.
He could feed others to the bike, but in the end, he fed himself.
Nature is healing.
That's the only reason it's lasted this many days. Because he was a high value soul.
Value target.
At least 3 elephants.
At least 3 elephants worth. Meaty fucking soul. You go and kill an angel next to it. Angel shows up in heaven, but like one piece is missing from its thigh or something.
Like a jigsaw
It's a chunk.
puzzle.
One piece?
One piece.
One piece?
One piece.
I'm sorry, I can't. There's 2 words.
Got brain rot.
Cursed. They're cursed for all time. Now I even imagine that one picture of Luffy that always spawns in those memes.
Oh god.
Uh-huh.
Oh, there we are.